Wow.
Whoa.
I just like kept pushing the unmute button and it kept like muting and like falling all the way. I'm like, no, stop. Anyway, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
It's every other Friday.
It's every other
Yay. I'm so glad we're finally all here. It's been so long. It's been 2 weeks. It's fine. Well, hello, everybody. It is every other Friday, and welcome to GutPunchRP, a tabletop role-playing game stream channel focused on inclusivity in gaming spaces and charity. You can type !donate into the chat to get a link to our ongoing Tiltify event for I Need Diverse Games. You can type !charity to learn more about them and all that they do. Each month we do give away some lovely prizes to random donors, wonderful dice sets. We all love the clicky clacks here. And just so you are aware, because this is a charity stream, the money that comes in from those bits and subs does go right back into this channel to help us make this even better than it already is. Did you know that we are sponsored by tabletoploot.com? You can type !tabletoploot for a link. And be sure to use the code GutPunchRP to save 15% at checkout. We are also sponsored by Dungeons Gate, a local Midwestern game shop. You can type !Dungeons Gate to get a link to their website to check them out. And be sure to use the code GutPunchRP to get 10% off of anything that is not already a sale item. Would you like to support us in non-monetary ways? We love that as well. So you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, because liking those videos and our tweets and retweeting our go live really does help the channel and helps us spread the word about all of our wonderful stories that we have going on here. If this is your first time at the channel, welcome! You have joined us for episode 15 of Darkness Rising, a homebrew fantasy 5e campaign that we play every other Friday. Be sure to join us every Monday for the wonderful spooktastic Laurelwind, and every opposite Thursday for the super fun Cow Pals. As always, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's get into it with a little recap, shall we? Was this written in a rush? Maybe. We're not going to think about that. Last on Darkness Rising, the party gathered within the capital city of Aletha. The guards made way for the noble lady Quinn Rathmore and her retinue without asking any questions. The guard already seemed to know the name, though equating it more to her parents than to Quinn herself. They took lifts through the massive trunk city and were able to look out over all the different layers, each one slightly smaller, if not more interesting than the last. There was a simple market layer for tourists and refugees, a farming layer that seemed to be green and thriving. Another market for the residents. There was a residential area, one for both the common folk and one for the nobles. An entire area dedicated to training the guard and possible army for the royal family of Aletha, and then the royal guest apartments. Only they weren't really apartments. They were single-story manor houses lined a plush orchard-lined neighborhood. The guard Leah, a nervous gnomish woman, led them to a house that was to be their abode for their stay within the city. She inquired if they would be staying for the princess's birthday, to which they all agreed that yes, they were, as it was only in 3 days. The party was able to relax and enjoy some of the more luxury amenities, being guests that the royal house had to offer, such as a very nice bath that totally did not overflow with bubbles, while Nissa and Quinn were having a very powerful, deep conversation regarding just how inadequate Quinn had been feeling after all their recent encounters. A tailor, Hubert Dickinson, swung by to provide the party with new outfits, and he was surprised to see a face that he remembered. With new clothes for the day's shenanigans, what will the party get up to, with only 1 day left before the royal ball? What are they planning? So we pick up in the morning. Your new day clothes have just been dropped off, each one with your name on it, to be delivered. So, you each are handed your respective outfits. What do you do?
Liliana will see
hers and sort of open the bag and peek at it, and then zip it closed and go hide it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if anyone else had any particular plans, but I at the very least was going to try and procure a pigeon to send back up north so I can update everyone on how things have been going. Have them check that town behind us, see if I'm needed for anything.
I was curious to explore a bit. Maybe see if there's a temple just to kind of pay a visit, but
I wouldn't mind joining you. Liliana, Oh, DM. I'm blanking on his name. Prince?
Hubert? Wait, who?
The Prince?
Kieran?
Kylan?
Kylan, yeah.
Close.
I wouldn't mind sending a letter to ascertain how he is doing and if he made it back.
Of course. Shouldn't be difficult.
I suppose we should also investigate the tree.
right, yeah, all of that too.
So we run through a marketplace and then go to... where do we go to investigate a tree?
Well, I think considering what tree it is, we could go just about anywhere. Perhaps the temple that Kira stops by. They seem like holy folk are always in tune with the needs of the community.
Usually, at least to some extent, yeah.
We can start there. I have a feeling that most of the problems in this town will find us. We have sort of entered with a bit of a target on some of our noble backs.
We have been good at stumbling onto trouble so far, so...
Yes, well, I believe we should take off then. She'll cast a glance over to River and say, would you mind accompanying me?
Yeah, sure. She'll
Wonderful.
just grab her package and I'm just gonna go get changed because these are the day clothes, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said
Yeah.
he'd return your ball attire this evening.
Yep, I'll get changed and be ready to go. Probably wouldn't be bad to track down a health potion or two if we can as well, just while we're on the
Oh,
boat.
that's a good idea, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
still don't get why we can't just wear a armor or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Go get dressed. Yeah.
what do we want to do about Chi? Are we going to try and find someone to pick her up? Come contact them to come get her? Are we taking her all the way somewhere? And we could certainly keep her.
Jade, how... I believe you mentioned that your temple was relatively close to here?
Yeah, but I think it'll still take a couple of days to get there.
Well, what's the most trouble she can get into here?
Don't say that.
Oh.
It's okay. Dan's with her. There's no way those two combined
Exactly. That'll be
can
fun.
burn everything down.
I mean, I
Not
can
all
take
the-
her.
We got all the bubbles out of the bathroom, right? We're not gonna have a repeat of that?
Yeah.
Who confiscated the bubbles last night?
I mean, I
Here,
could take her with
keep
us
away.
to like the market, but we should figure out something for any night activities.
A babysitter?
I'll ask the paragraph over here.
That's you, Quinn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose we could ask some of the staff if they have any ideas where we could procure a babysitter.
Sure.
What are you all standing around for? Aren't we gonna do things today? She comes out from her room.
Dan is like on her heels following her.
Oh, she didn't get any clothes, did she?
But yeah, I feel like we got our kid size clothes. I remember that as part of a discussion.
We were gonna pick it up at the market.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because Dickinson was too good for kids.
Yes.
Too good for kids.
That is what that ended with. Yep.
Of course. So she's just gonna be back in the cloak, I suppose.
Well, I guess I got a couple flowy blouses that could be like a little dress for her. Put a belt on there. Button them up.
What's wrong with the clothes I have on? And she's wearing
Yeah.
wearing.
That's what I've been wondering this whole time. Yeah.
Ask the magic lady.
What's wrong with my outfit? And she turns to look at you, Quinn. She's like, it's good. It keeps me covered.
Okay, have you not been doing some training with Anissa, correct?
Well, yeah.
Isn't it important to blend in so that your enemies are not, immediately drawn attention to you?
Right.
Of course I
I
am.
need to.
Outside of her armor, which y'all probably haven't seen super frequently, outside of getting up in the morning, Liliana does look like slightly uncomfortable to not have her armor on at the moment.
Same.
Yeah.
Big
Like,
same.
just the breastplate part of all of my armor, like, artfully underneath
Nice.
the jacket part.
I haven't changed yet.
Perfect.
Yeah, River's gonna go change into her stuff and get ready to go. Yeah,
So we'll carry, yeah.
grab a coffee to go.
Jade's gonna inspect whatever the hell this man gave her to see if it's actually any kind of quality.
Okay. Are you like looking for just mistakes in his crafting, or
Do it.
Probably more like studying the style to compare to like what she knows.
okay? Roll just a general intelligence check.
Oof. Okay.
You
Nat 20.
not.
Hey.
You can tell looking at this garment that Hubert is no beginner in his craft. He took what you had told him and what you had been wearing, and he made you something very similar, if not sturdier. The fabric looks to be extremely lightweight and like flowy, and as if it wouldn't really get in your way, and yet when you inspect the thread count, it's intense. Like you try to like pull at the seams and it doesn't budge. This is extremely sturdy but light fabric, and he made you an outfit worthy of your abilities as a monk, with still being respectful to your order. So very nice fabric, similar to what you already have, but better.
Oh, that's rude.
And essentially saying, I mean, you're okay, but here's mine. Kind of.
Hmm.
His name is Dickinson for a reason.
I'm just gonna look at this and like, money. I see. This is
nicer than
acceptable.
anything I've ever had. Yeah, this is really nice.
It'll do.
It's
Wow.
okay.
I think I've seen nicer, but he just has better materials. The best gold can buy, I suppose.
Yes, past a certain point, you actually need to add talents into the mix. All right, shall we? Do we have a set time that we want to be back, or just see how long our individual things take us?
Oh yeah, how are we splitting up again?
Oh yeah.
I feel like we should stay together.
Sure.
No?
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ready to write out.
Yeah, I mean, we could all do with a trip to the market, just kind of keep an eye on each other during that, and then,
Yeah.
Technically, the cover is that you are my retinue, so.
well...
Oh, so do we all have to follow you?
Ah, damn.
No.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, don't have to.
Excellent.
Just if I am with you, you're less likely to be asked what you're doing, particularly if we, are separate and poking around at a tree. The tree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured we'd meet back up for the tree part.
Yeah.
I just know that they were going to get a bird. She wants to go to the temple. I also want to go to the temple and the market. But I'm fine either way.
Go to the market first, and
Yeah.
then if we split up after that, then we split
Go
up.
from there. Yeah.
All right. Now, which market were you guys headed to? Were you heading to the one on the bottom floor that was of the refugees, or are you heading to the one that is centered for the city itself? It was like level 3 or something. Or are you going all the way down to the bottom level?
It may not be a bad idea to hit both, just to get a good idea for what the talk of the town is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start with level 3 and work our way down.
Okay. So you guys, do you all change into your new outfits, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, I'm
you
changed.
insufferable prick butts.
It's nice to have decent clothes again.
With, like, hammer at my
Decent.
side.
Yup. Still got my sword still.
Yeah, like,
What? Yeah.
strung over back.
Mm-hmm. Keeps her
Weapons
bracers,
still
I think.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walking, like, 4 steps and off to the right behind Quinn. Hard stuff.
I actually am not carrying my sword.
I'll leave the crossbow at home.
All right.
Well, it is a really
I-
big sword. Should I go for? Should I like maybe take my axe is a little smaller. Maybe it wouldn't stand out so much. I don't know. Does it really matter?
Well, I mean, we're bodyguards. We're supposed to have
That's
weapons.
true. That's true. Great sword it is.
Yeah, I'll keep my short swords.
Quinn will take out she normally carries like her book in a kind of like across the body satchel. But going a bit lighter, she actually pulls out a like a leather book holster that attaches in the front and like kind of goes around. So it goes over the like the peasant style shirt that she's wearing.
Okay. All right. So you set out from your apartments that aren't apartments. It's warm, not like ungodly hot as it was when you were traveling through the forest. It's comfortable. It's like 72 degrees and sunny out. If you were outside of a tree, we're pretty sure it'd be bright blue sky. But you can hear birds kind of tweeting. And as you step down like the front stairs to the main street, You look and there's blossoming trees, which I'm pretty sure these trees shouldn't be blossoming this time of year, but they're pretty.
Wait.
And there's a
So
Yeah,
there's
is that common here, or is that...
coming in, yes, you would know that they put
Okay.
great stock in making sure that they look pretty, essentially.
River has her hood up, by the way, so she's still like, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys head over to the lift. There's a couple guards standing there. They don't really seem to be super worried about the people coming to them. And one is a tall, bulky creature with a flat, wide nose and long ears that are tufted at the ends. And he kind of looks at you and he goes, "What can I help you with?"
we are passing through, headed to the market.
Which one?
Well, we figured we'd hit both of them, but start at the one on the third.
Right. Greg, get the lift. It'll just be a moment. And then he just stands there. Like, just not slouching, just kind of like standing there. And you can hear the soft hum of magic as the lift begins rising from below.
Sir, what is your name? If you don't mind me asking.
Name's Anar.
Nah. Curious, have you heard anything about what's been going on with the tree?
No, nothing's going on with the tree.
Do I believe him?
Roll me an insight.
Natural 1.
Perfect.
He's not too concerned with anything going on right now.
As we're stationary for a moment, looking around, is anyone especially interested in? Like, I know we're interesting looking, but especially interested.
Focusing on you. Roll me investigation or perception. I'll leave it up to you.
Ooh, also natural 1.
No, you guys are pretty sure. It's early in the morning. It's not like 7:30, but it's not like 10.
Would River be helping her and give her advantage because River is just eternally paranoid and watching?
Advantage, Anissa.
Okay.
Ooh, what was it? Perception or
investigation.
Both plus
You can,
1,
tell
so
that
10.
Hey, slightly better.
Yeah.
You notice as Quinn is interacting with Nar, there's a few people milling about, various races and ages, but all dressed in the more upper class, aristocratic style. And occasionally they kind of glance over at you since you're not dressed as finely as they are, but it's not more than a weird kind of vibe that you get from them, and they just keep on traveling.
I have a question, DM.
Yes, I have an answer.
When we were outside of the tree, did we see anyone leave?
Roll me a history to recall.
California.
Yes, that's what I'm wondering. Yes. Okay. That's a 10.
Yeah.
There was a lot of.
I don't have a modifier.
There were so many people. Like, there was probably about a mile of just carts just waiting to come in.
Mhm.
And you just kind of followed behind Quinn as she walked up to the front, so didn't really pay attention to that.
Okay. Hey, Nah, is that did you say your name was?
Yes.
Just have you left the city at all recently?
Why would I leave? My family is here. My job is here. Yeah. What?
Just curious. Do people, I don't know, go on vacations or go to visit family in other places very often? Do people leave here a lot?
I mean, people come and go all the time. But why leave such a pretty place, right?
I mean, it is really pretty. Just curious, that's all.
Okay to be curious. He's just sitting there. You can hear the lift starting to get closer as you are waiting. Is anybody else doing anything, or are you just going to wait for the lift to get there?
Anne is sniffing his boots.
What a cute... What's wrong with its face?
What do you mean what's wrong with his face?
He crouches down and he's just looking at it. I've never seen a puppy like this before. But don't their faces not go so far back?
I don't know what you're
Is
talking
that-
about. This is an ordinary puppy.
Roll persuasion.
Here
Oh,
we
shade
go.
for my dog. I'm feeling very insulted. Screw all the other backstory. Ripper's about to be on a vengeance mission.
Yes, here's the fight.
Yeah.
16.
And
16.
16. Okay. Right. I guess I should travel outside the city more. Oh,
Yeah, you need a vacation.
but why? I like my job. And it
You don't ever want to have some rest?
Yeah, do you get days off?
I get 3 days off. I work 4 10-hour days. And I have it
10
split up.
hours.
My wife said to split it up, and I work 2 days and then I'm off 1, and then I work 2 days and I'm off 2. It's great. Your lift's here. And he steps aside and holds the gate open for you.
Thanks, Nah.
Or it goes,
Welcome.
You should let your supervisors know that it's actually better, instead of doing those 10-hour shifts for a 40-hour work week, that you'd probably be more productive to do, 6-hour shifts 4 days a week. But anywho.
Okay. And he just kind of sits there thinking. And a small halfling with bright curly blonde hair with mutton chops kind of stands and gives you a salute. Private Greg, where can I take you? Said something about a market? Yeah?
Third floor.
3rd floor. Sounds good. And he just kind of touches the wall a little bit, and you hear the hum of the hum of magic, and you begin to go down.
is Greg in the lift with us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's your lift attendant, if you will. But
Are we expected to tip him?
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
It takes a few minutes, but it does eventually get down to the bottom, and he opens the door. He says, "Market.
Thanks!
Oh, welcome. I'll be here until noon." And he hops back in the lift to ride it all the way down to the bottom. All right, and around you is, you're on the outskirts of what appears to be a grid-like system of buildings that sort of you've got a straight path in front of you, as well as buildings lining the streets, and so on and so forth, out and then presumably down, with a large square in the center that you can assume is like the central hub of this marketplace.
Well,
Start with
if you don't mind, I'd like to start with the aviary, since it has travel time involved. If there's one in the market.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And I'll start looking for birds.
Okay. It doesn't take very long since you are on the outskirts. There is a very sizable pigeon post that has a roost on top that has pigeons and ravens flying in and out, as well as a few falcons. And it's sitting over a 2-story wooden building, although the wood sort of looks like tiles in its creation design. It's got a few patrons walking in and out. There's an old lady, and there's a bunch. When you walk in, there are a few gnomes sitting around. There's a tiefling waiting up at the counter, speaking with the attendant, who appears to be a youth. About 10. No. We'll age him up. My urchin is 10. He's about 14 years old, so young. But, and as he looks, you notice that his eyes are just completely milky white. He goes,
Hello.
"Oh, hello. I'll be right with you."
Take your time.
And he says, "That'll be 3 silver." All right. And here's your receipt. Hopefully they should get it within the fortnight. Good luck. And then the tiefling kind of just like turns and walks away. "Hello, welcome to the Pigeon Post. What can I do for you?"
Just had a pair of letters to send out, if you don't mind.
Right. And where are these letters headed to? And he like pulls out a big box and he sets it down, and he like, it's like a, remember the Dewey, the boxes that had the Dewey Decimal System?
Mm-hmm.
It's got one of those. And he's like, ready.
Amazing. I'll have him send one north to Eridor, to the closest. I would imagine we have a pigeon post in the keep.
Yeah.
And Lily does not forget, but Dee sure did, of where the prince would have been headed to. Where to send that one? Capital? Right?
Kylan?
It'd be
Prince?
Rhea.
Yeah, Kylan.
Yeah, Rhea.
Rhea. Right.
Because I like alliteration. Okay. And whereabouts in Eridor is this going?
It's going to the keep of the Crimson Iris.
Oh, okay. Is it okay if we don't use our pigeon? We've got a raven that goes there. Or a crow.
Sure.
Or a falcon. They fly faster. Typically
Yes.
with messages of those sorts, they're usually important. So we try to get them to fly a little faster.
I appreciate it. It shouldn't be a problem.
Right. And did you want to insure this? We can just have it tied to the bird's leg, or we can put it in a small bone cylinder, or we can put it in a crafted wooden cylinder. Those are...
Sure. I'll go with the bone cylinder.
Right. Okay. That'll be another... Okay. Do you need to write out your message, or is it already crafted?
This one is particularly crafted already, and she'll produce, like, this, like, graduate level flashcard that has like the smallest handwriting possible. It's just so much information fit onto one like flashcard essentially. She'll roll it up and pass it.
Wow. I certainly admire your penmanship. Okay, hold on. And he goes and he opens a small drawer and he pulls out a few different sized bone cartridges, and then finally finds one that'll fit, and he slides it in there. And would you like to seal this with wax?
Yes, and she'll produce her candle of that has the Crimson Iris's insignia on it and seal it.
He lets you do that, and then he takes it and he like spins it in his hand like, see, all good, all sealed. Perfect. That'll be 5 silver, please.
I'll just pass a gold now because since there's going to be another letter, and I wanted to have the same priority.
The same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And he will do the same thing. Pull out another little bone cartridge, and then let you seal it. And then, so this one's to Rhea, and this one is to the Crimson Iris. All right. This one should arrive in probably 9 days. I'm gonna put it on our fastest falcon, and this one should probably arrive within about 4 days. Is that acceptable?
Yes, I appreciate the assistance.
Perfect. And he'll go and he will kind of like drop them down in a small little tube, and they just go. And do you need a receipt? I can quickly jot everything down for you.
No, it should be fine. I prefer not to leave a paper trail.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Can I help anyone else with anything today?
DM point of order.
Yes.
The letter that goes to Rhea.
Yes.
Quinn would include some code in there. She will make reference to that one time when he by himself daringly rescued a young woman from a very dangerous situation.
Okay.
And we'll include that in part of the letter.
Okay. Sounds good. So that one is a little bit of a bigger bone case, just to make sure that both messages fit in them. And then they go down. Anything else I can do for you? No? All right. Well, have a good day. And you turn around and there's now a line going out the door. I'm not quite sure where all these people came from, but there's a lot there now.
Is it like suspiciously so? Like like it was empty and then people kind of noticed and then following and like they're paying attention to party member as opposed to like
no, they all have
patiently waiting.
very parchments and papers of sizes that they're looking to mail, but I went to a post office and I walked in and there was like 3 people, and then I turned around and there was a line. So
it's like the chatter, like the overall ambience of noise. Is it like there's a good amount of
there's some chatter going on,
yeah. And like with the birds and everything.
Commenting on anything particular?
There's like a good distracting noise where if River could like step off and have a quiet conversation with a necklace, it won't get easily eavesdropped.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like very people are discussing the rate of refugees that are coming into the town, to the city, and are there really brigands to the north? And do you think that murderer is going to come here? I hear there's an uprising happening over in the west, and the plague that's taken people up in the north, and so on and so forth. And so you step off to the side to use the...
Yep, she'll... taking advantage of the noise, the minute she starts seeing like people kind of filtering in, and we'll go off and just find a corner.
Okay.
Grab the necklace. And send off... Just heard. so sorry about your parents. Are you safe? What happened?
Okay. It's quiet for a minute. And then you hear Val's voice in your head. And she says, I just heard about it myself. I don't know much. I'm heading back there to do some investigating. Are you well?
I can't say. I can't. It's just the one
No.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess instead of saying, are you well, she'd say, be safe. Yeah.
Anything about her voice sounds distressed, sounds like she's lying.
Sight at advantage.
Okay. Oh, not great. Okay, it's okay. 14.
Okay. She definitely sounded more somber than what you're used to hearing from her. But she didn't sound as if she was being rushed or hurried in any sense of her tone. Yeah.
River will just kind of observe and keep an eye out for anything in the corner, and when she sees the party start moving, she will tuck in with them and head out.
Okay. Nothing much really happens in the post office once you guys are done. So you all exit. Where are we headed next?
Are there any magic shops, potion shops?
Oh, yeah.
I also need to stop at a blacksmithy after that.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. I
And
could
we
do
need
that.
to find somewhere for clothing for Chi.
That too.
Oh, yeah.
As we're kind of like moving as a group amongst the crowd, like trying to keep her voice kind of low. She's just like, just a heads up, I kind of paid off Dick to not spread my name around. I could only afford him for 2 days, so either I'd prefer he keep it on the down low until after the ball, if you guys wouldn't mind helping pay him off for the 3rd day.
Sure.
But
I mean, once we get the clothes for the ball, we could just kill him.
no, you know, I'm
Seems like we
Honestly,
went up
not
a
the
few scales and solutions. there.
Yeah,
That-
a little.
That escalated.
Yeah, really fast.
he's out here extorting people, so it feels like, shit happens.
Ah, yes, the
We-
only retribution for extortion, murder. That's truly
Yeah,
the
that's
only choice.
reasonable.
We did never make it out of here.
Very
I'm
eye for an
sure
eye.
You'd be
He's in
surprised.
it.
Apparently.
I'm sure he's just in it for the gossip. However, part of the reason that I left was I wasn't sure what I knew and who wanted what I knew and what warranted the I just, my name being attached to Quinn probably is not the best thing right now, especially if we're going to some public events.
So kill him.
We'll make sure he's paid enough.
I appreciate that.
Apparently, with his soul.
Hey. That's what gossip gets you.
He's gonna die
Killed?
happy for a brief time. He was the best seamstress in all of the continent.
There
I don't know how I
are
feel about
fates
this.
worse than death that we could.
Now we're escalating.
Yeah, see, that seems
Again,
meaner.
feels
I
like
was just
such an
gonna just
escalation.
sneak up
Damn,
on it.
bitch.
What is wrong with all of you?
What? No,
Is this how rich people are?
No,
I
mean,
guess.
well,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just saying that not necessarily there are things that we can do and that is at our disposal that doesn't involve murder or whatnot, but ruining someone's name or threatening to do so can be just as, if not more, effective.
Sure.
Seems like a more sensible escalation.
Yeah, while this is happening, I
Okay.
just got the earmuffs on Chi here. Hands
Um,
over the ears.
I'm also trying to keep an eye out behind us to see if anyone, like started
Like
moving when
listening.
we moved.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. And I'm assuming, are you guys headed like towards the market square, or are you? Because for my friends who have been to the city before, you would know that this market is set up in sections. So depending on what you're looking for, depends on where you're going to find it. So if you're looking for a blacksmith, it's going to be in the smithing quarter, where you would also find like a goldsmith, a jeweler. If you're looking for a magic shop, you would find that in the arcane section, which is like sort of next door to the smithing, but like with very little overlapping in between a few of the shops. And then tailors and so forth and so on are kind of all scattered around in their respective area.
We will go to what is closest for blacksmith, magic shop, or tailor. Unless I'm missing something.
Okay.
Or
So-
what would make the most sensible path for those of us who've been here before.
You would know that they try to keep the smithing and anything that would create aerial, I don't like the word, but discharge, sort of like smoke and the like. They kind of keep that out to the side and to the back, so that it doesn't disrupt other reputable businesses throughout this.
Zoning.
Zoning.
So you would know that hitting up a tailor would be faster than going to the blacksmith shop. If that was your goal, is to hit them fastest.
Well, let's do Taylor first while Chi is awake and we have her attention before she starts getting fussy.
She's
Is she a toddler?
like
I mean, you can still be fussy at this age.
Yeah, I guess
as an
I still
adult.
get fussy sometimes.
Yeah.
she's more playing with Dan occasionally, like running around you guys, through you guys, messing with the puppy, making
Wait.
sure he's entertained.
And Dan is told to stay with her.
DM,
Yes.
what is the I'm gonna put you on your spot, on your toes here. What is
Okay.
the sweet or pastry or delicacy that is special to this city?
Not gonna lie, my immediate thought was lumba spread, but let's not do that.
More lamba spread.
Anyway, they are very well known for their breakfast tarts. So they've got like pastry, like their cream filled danishes and little tart pies, like little personal ones.
If there's a place like along the way that is like a cart or street side cafe kind of
There's
street
absolutely
food version,
little
like
tarts.
Quinn will
Yeah.
just kind of sneak off and get enough for the group.
Okay. The tarts. I mean, the tarts are pretty big for here, so it's like 5 silver for, or not even, like 2 silver for a couple for everyone.
And get a couple extra for Chi just to like keep her occupied.
Absolutely. And it's not like too out of the way. You're kind of like walking down. A lot of the bakeries have their own little carts that they like to position at like busy intersections so that they can help generate more revenue for themselves. And you find one that doesn't seem to be too busy, so it's a very quick like hold moment, go grab them and come back. as you travel down. You do enter the this city's fashion district. It is lined with cloth shops, with full-on tailor shops. There's a few what are they called? Cobblers. There we go. It's like, what is the name of a person who makes a shoe? It's a cobbler. And the like.
DM.
What's the shoe specialty here?
I would actually like to clock the.
Okay.
I would like it to see if there is a group of impeccably dressed people that maybe I don't recognize, but I recognize them as being rich or wanting to seem like they are.
Okay, so roll perception or investigation.
Talking like dressing like old money or dressing like new money?
That's also a valid question.
Or dressing like they have new money?
I would actually be targeting trying to get at maybe new or wanting to seem like they have.
So like very ostentatious with their clothing, just to be like, oh yes, I have the money to afford such fancy attire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the silk blouse that's not fitted properly, but expensive material, but ill-fitting.
Mm-hmm. Did you say insight or?
No, perception or investigation.
Okay.
Because you're
Matching leathers.
Yes, investigation then. That'll be a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You see a small trio of beings kind of standing on. They kind of like stroll out of a one of the tailor shops that definitely looks like it's more on the pricey side. And Aarakocra steps out, and he's dressed in a very overly embellished coat, and he kind of does a little twirl and like puts his hand on his cane and turns to his friends who are also equally overly embellished, very much admiring their outfits, just kind of chatting amongst themselves.
As I want to walk past, not actually that, I'll grab Kira by the elbow and be like, and just be like, it is like inspecting my shirt, and it's like, it's such a shame. Dickerson used to his work used to be top notch, but I think his best days are behind him, and then just continue walking.
Oh, okay. Just kind of like, Kira's just kind of like nodding along, completely clueless, doesn't know what's going on here.
Okay. They kind of like look at you, and then they like put their heads together and start talking. They rolled a 3 on their flat D20 insight check. Okay. So what are you looking for down this tailor's section? Are you looking for any particular tailor shop, or?
I think River would probably take the lead at this point and is looking for not anything overly flashy, not anything like we're the trend, we're top notch. She's avoiding that. She's looking for the well-made, solid material. It's kind of the like less flashy sign, like it's people know to go there kind of shop, because it's runs by word of mouth as opposed to.
Okay.
window shopping.
Roll
Get
me
this kid some durable clothes.
roll me investigation or perception for your search.
Isn't River from here?
No, not from here,
Oh, okay.
but like, no, it's not great. She is not from here.
You have been here before, so you can roll it at advantage.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
You remember running through these streets with Val before, just, you were let off the leash from the parents, so you're like, we're gonna go have all the fun that we want. And you know that there was a dragonborn lady who ran a very tight ship. She was no nonsense, but her clothes were top notch. So you head that way, and you find it's a shop that's not notated at all. It doesn't have a sign. It looks more like a house than it does like an actual shop. But when you walk in, you see bolts of fabric kind of lining up. There's a few outfits already like laying out or hanging up for just like, hey, this is what I made. You can purchase it. And then from the back, you hear, just a minute. I'll be right there. And she comes hobbling out, and she does look more human than she does dragonborn. But she does have a few telltale signs that she's of draconic ancestry. Under her cheeks and down, she's got scales that sort of taper into the skin. Her eyes are vibrant yellow with that draconic slit, and she's got a few horns coming out from around the crown of her head and some coming off of her jawline. And she kind of steps up and she goes, yes, what can I do you for?
I think
quite a group.
What?
She goes, oh, quite a group.
I think River like very confidently like gets them there and then holds open the door and like very pointedly does not do the talking once they get in there. But kind of nudges Chi forward to step in.
Yes, our ward needs a bit better clothing.
Right.
We got into a bit of trouble along the way.
Are you looking for something already made, or do you want something crafted to her?
Something already made, I think, is fine.
All right, well, you have your pick. There's some assorted items over there. And she kind of looks over at the girl and she goes, just pay me for the shirt. She can have the pants. Kids run through pants like it's... Damn, missed. Run through pants, nothing. So, just take 2. Those, I can't seem to get rid of them. And then she like turns to go and like comes around the counter, but more goes over to the opposite side to like fix things that don't need fixing.
I'm watching out the door to see if anyone's stopped when we went in here. Is perched up looking like nonchalant in a too nonchalant sort of way.
Okay.
Nope, that's on the floor. 16?
16. Was that guy... Didn't you see him a couple streets back? And across the way, there's a tall, elven figure. And he's kind of like musing over a small produce stand. He's dressed in more woodsy attire than anything else. But you're pretty sure that you saw him a couple streets back. Might not be a coincidence. Might be a coincidence.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
River is helping pick out the... Well, she's having Chi kind of pick what shirts she wants, but she is picking out the most durable, like, solid-looking pair of pants that she can find. Like, this child is going to have to try to ruin these.
Okay.
Challenge accepted.
Go ahead.
No!
Does she need new shoes, too?
Does she have shoes? Did we make this child walk barefoot.
No, got shoes, but
Okay.
like they're the kind of shoes that are definitely like will be too small for her at some point, but like are very sturdy, well put together. Like they're those shoes that cost a little extra when you buy them, but they last almost forever. So she's got good shoes. Her clothing is just a little tattered. So you are able to pick her out a shirt and a few pairs of pants. She's kind of protests. She's like, I don't need anything new. I like my outfit. But eventually you're able to get her that. And the woman kind of turns like, are you quite finished? Your little one is making quite a... She's like, I do not. There she goes again.
I'm gonna direct you into the fitting room so she can change into one of these outfits while somebody pays.
Okay. Like, fine, I'll go. And then she goes into the changing room and comes back and absolutely is full on like modeling her new outfit. She's just like, bam, bam, look at me. I look so good.
Of course, after all the complaining.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not what I want to do, but damn, do I look good.
You sure do, kiddo.
The older woman kind of like looks and she's like, oh, she's gonna dirty those up here, and she throws an extra shirt in, and then she's like, now that'll be say 6 copper for the lot.
Okay. River will pull out 10 silver.
Oh,
And
this is... I don't...
Oh, no. You've been very kind. We appreciate it. We've just arrived into town and we just heard is it true the royal tailor over in Heldon was murdered?
Yes, it was the biggest news since before, and it's a tragedy. They were so kind and generous.
What on earth happened? They were so loved by so many people.
I don't know. Someone might have been jealous of their luck and fortune, but I really don't know. I try not to dabble in that sort of unruly discussions. It makes for poor patrons.
It's true. I just know the tailors always kept such a tight network of each other, sharing tips and keeping track of one another.
Are you?
No, just a fan of clothing. I like to patron the different shops. Bring it!
It's an 11 insight.
Hold on.
So deception.
I'm on deception. A +8 to deception, but I rolled a 1.
She kind of eyes you.
Yeah, I'm spending a sorcery point to reroll that. That's just
The
pathetic.
important things.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Damn, son.
The dice gods were like,
no.
nah, bitch.
Nah,
This is
bitch, you're
your
bad at this.
You gotta
Yep.
hold that L.
Kind of like leans forward and she goes, were you chased out of your shop, dear?
I was.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so terribly sorry. If you're looking for work, I could always use some help in the back. You seem like you've got good hands. And she holds out her hand for yours.
Reluctantly.
And she takes them and flips them over and is like investigating like your fingertips to see how often you've worked with like various fabrics and if you've got like those pinpricks from like, your needlework and everything. And she's like, okay, well, you haven't done any work in recent days, but I could always use someone to help bring the bolts to the back. I'll pay you well. I just don't explaining in my shop.
You are incredibly kind. I have a small job that should be wrapping up soon, but perhaps I'll swing by after this one finishes.
That's fine. So long as you don't spread word that I'm nice or something. Utter rubbish.
Never give away your secrets, ma'am.
It's not a secret. I'm very, very open about my lack of care for these children, I suppose. Well, if there's nothing else I can do for you, have a good day.
Thank you, you as well. That was a very failed investigation attempt. Someone else try something, please.
Oh, are we still in the store?
I'm still watching Dude Bro on the street if we are.
Okay.
Like, trying to do it, like, casual, like, lean it up outside the store, like, looking at my nails, kind of like...
Yeah.
Like I am bored with the proceedings inside.
Okay. Are you keeping an eye on the elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, glances around to see if there's anyone else dressed like him, people where they aren't supposed to be, like, you know, guy on a roof with a sniper rifle sort of thing.
Okay. You rolled a 16 before?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. No. No one else appears to be, like, around, but that guy's been lingering at that produce stand for a while. So...
If and when we leave, I'm going to try and fall behind and sneak up behind this dude just...
Okay.
For the future knowledge of what I'm going to do.
Okay. Sounds good. Did someone else ask if you were still in the shop?
Oh yeah, I asked. We were still in the shop.
Yeah, you're like starting to head out, but
No, I'm good. I'm good.
are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Positive? Okay.
Oh, I'm positive.
Okay.
I'm waiting till we leave the shop so I can do something.
So you guys head out of the shop and start heading towards the magic store?
Sure. That's
On
next
the way.
Yes,
On the way, do we pass any stores with fabric in it?
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll probably just dip off into one of those and catch it back up to the group.
Okay. Anything particular you're looking for?
Nah, just some like small bits of fabric for an idea I had with the new short sword I had picked up.
Okay. Looking for like more swatches or like a yard just for your purse sake?
Yeah, just a yard.
Okay. Then it's like 6 copper.
Easy.
Yeah. All right. So you guys start heading off. Anissa, you drop back and he does seem to follow where your party goes, but he does it very casually. He seems very practiced with this.
Like, as I was going, I would have just, like, tapped Kira and be like, keep an eye out. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And just gone
Did
behind.
you
But
notice something?
I think we have some eyes on us. Just keep folks safe.
Okay.
Scoot back. And I would, try and, like, Scooby-Doo closer to him.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
Reverse walking with the Liliana, just like, I swear I was better at lying once. I think you're bringing out my
That's
honesty.
real bad. 7.
You know, you can't be great at everything all the time.
Trips
You have to be
over.
like the rest of us mortals.
Oh, just like 3 things. 3 things I want to be good at.
Ooh, okay. Here's no, yes, just a 7.
Oh.
Okay. So you kind of follow behind him and he kind of like casually like looks around and then he heads down an alley, no longer following your party. Like a little side street, if you will.
If I'm going past the alley, can I see him?
No, you cannot. Or actually, roll me an investigation, because. All right, I have. Go ahead, roll me investigation because you're looking for him specifically.
Okay.
And I rolled him a step.
That'll just be a 11. Solid 11.
Okay, so my previous statement stands. There's a few people milling about here, but you don't see the elf.
So there's a few people milling about in the alley.
It's like a little like connector side street thing, and there's just like they're like having a conversation. A couple of them have baskets. There's a few kids running around, but you don't see him.
Right. And there's no one who is in a group where everyone in the group is kind of looking at them like, who the fuck is this? Like they tried to Assassin's Creed hide their way in there. Just
not that you can tell with your
that's
roll.
fine. That checks out. Okay, yeah, I would turn and speed walk and catch back up with the group and just kind of be like, guys, we definitely have eyes on us. There was an elf. I was trying to sneak around behind him, but slippery fella dressed in green. Oh.
It's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I feel like they're not real subtle generally, though. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if it was a uniform, but we should definitely keep our eye out.
For sure.
Good eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paranoia times 2.
Just getting stacks of paranoia.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to the magic section, and it's almost like you cross over a threshold, and you can there's just magic everywhere. For my magic users, it is almost a relief, and you're not quite sure why, to be around so much magic. It's almost as if the air doesn't feel as tight for you anymore.
And we make the connection that this was something similar to our restless sleep, or something that has specifically been going on while we were in the tree.
Me a general intelligence.
Follow-up question, does it seem anything at all like the feeling that we got when we were in the fucked up woods?
15.
15, yes. It's almost as if when you're away from this magic area, I'll get back to you, Nat. When you're away from this magic area, something's tugging on you. It's subtle, very subtle, but you can feel it. But being around all this other magic, you don't feel it anymore. It's almost a relief. Kira, when you were in the forest, it was a very obvious tugging. This is just more of a slight discomfort.
Okay.
Until you walked into this magical area.
So the tugging we've been feeling, it stops when we're here.
Yes.
You guys feel better all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You just suddenly cured a headache you didn't realize that you had.
Those are the best days.
Oh, I can breathe a little easier.
The hell does that mean?
Nothing good. I mean, for being here, at least a little better, but for out there...
Would I know about there being any kind of like wards in this area?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was typing. Yeah, you would know. Especially because of your parents having traveled here. They set up wards of all sorts, like just throughout the city in general. But the arcane district is more I want to say paranoid, but like there are more things set up.
Goodbye, DM.
The chair is a DM now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Quinn
The
sits on
chair is all
ground
knowing.
yeah.
The chair is the captain now.
Demands TPKs.
Cheritoa.
Cheritoa.
Sorry.
Cheritoa.
So where were we?
Wards.
You were about to tell us why we don't feel the tugging
Oh,
here and we
right.
feel the tugging elsewhere.
Yeah, it's just sort of yeah. There are definitely wards of protection. A lot of places have like alarms so that people can't walk off with their things if they're busy doing their own research. There's people who set up wards to protect themselves from their research, depending on what they're doing. But it's just like, Quinn, can you roll me an Arcana or
would
General
love to.
Intelligence?
Better than River.
19.
19. Okay. The magic here almost seems like a excess. Like there's a lot extra magic here, and it feels more of like a protection of sorts, but not quite like a protective ward. It's almost as if people are using more magic than they normally would because of this discomfort that they've been feeling.
This is a strange town. Although I suppose I'm not exactly from the most welcoming place in the world.
This is weird, though.
Indeed. Well, let's see if we can find a shop that puts this feeling to use.
Okay.
Do the magical shops seem split up by like speciality or anything like that? Is it like these are items, these are potions?
Yeah, you've got like your general arcane stores, which hold like base items. Then you've got like your overlapping with the smithing and the arcane, in which you get more like enchanted items specifically crafted. There's an arcanist. There's all sorts, just kind of scattered around. Are you looking for more of a general store or something specific? Because you can definitely find the something specific if you're looking for it.
I'm expecting to spend a lot of money at this blacksmithy, so I'm actually just trying to spot. I know there was mention of potions, so probably a potion shop that I'll then point out to everyone else and say, does this seem adequate?
Yes. I mostly just wanted to restock my components.
I'll hold open the door to the general magic store.
Okay. you walk in and it's set up like most magic stores are. They've got items of varying sizes. You're able to find the healing potions. They have them in all the sizes. You've got your small potions, your regular potions of healing, then you've got your superior and greater, or greater and superior. And there's a few like other potions of like varying colors and sizes. Each one labeled with its price tag, some way more expensive than others. Yeah. What you going for? The regular healing potion is 25, and then greater is 50, or is, I believe that's what it is.
Regular is 50.
Regular is 50, and then the next one I believe is 75.
You didn't have to say
I didn't have to, but I did.
It's a different world, Jessica.
Yeah. Maybe they're cheaper in this world.
It's like, I don't think you guys have ever bought healing potions. Did you?
Oh,
No.
Not
Yeah,
this
you
game
said-
yet.
Was that 50 gold?
Yes.
yeah.
50 American
I don't know about that
gold.
cheap. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
50 American golds? Yeah, no. Ain't got none of that.
Mm-mm. I am broke as shit.
Well,
Guess we could see if there's a job board to earn some more gold, but
Yeah, it's not
We
a bad
could.
idea.
Especially if
No,
you need
heck.
to keep someone quiet, too.
yeah.
And having more healing would be good.
Are there aisles in this store, by the way?
Yeah, you've got your like utility potions. You've got your healing potions as your main aisle because they're like, you know, the things that most adventurers need or people want straight down the middle, and then you've got your other specialty potions down the next aisle.
there's general items in the store too, right?
Yeah.
Are we being
Yeah.
like watched though?
In this store, roll me a perception check at advantage because you're already super hyper alert after Elf Boy.
Yeah. And I'm more talking about like the shopkeepers specifically. Ooh, why am I so bad at this game? This is heinous.
Your guy made your saging.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's gonna be a 10.
Damn, with advantage.
Yeah, it was a 2 and a 9.
Ooh.
All right. You glance down and there's a young wood elf lady. She's just kind of like standing there, just kind of like watching you, but not like scrutinizing you. She's just kind of like that person standing behind the counter is just like, "Hi, welcome to the store. Welcome." Waiting for you to make your purchase and bring it up to her.
It's just kind of like she just has a line of sight down the aisles, sort of thing.
Yeah, so like the counter kind of like stretches along the back, so like she can like go down and like pace the aisles to make sure that if she only has like one customer, she can watch them, make sure they don't steal anything, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Are there any like broken shards in here, like broken gems?
No.
Trevor kind of spots the price tag on the healing potion and is like, "Welp, I'm out."
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing that price, Jade's going to like the general like office supplies side of the.
Here is right
Yeah.
behind you. Yeah.
Not that ain't happening. I'm just gonna
Nope.
get other stuff.
I can heal until we have more gold. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, maybe I'll randomly learn a healing something or another.
Yes, well, I suppose the downside of having done my last few jobs pro bono. usually saving a town solves this problem, but when the town's a ghost town,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problems.
We were a few hundred years late to save the town.
bit,
Yeah.
just bit.
Just a little.
Excuse me, do you have just basic components refills?
She points down one of the aisles. Over there.
Thank
Bottom
you.
row. Malcolm. So you're able to go and you can refill your component pouches and such, unless you're looking for something specific there.
Not yet.
All right, so you're very easily able to take care of your component pouches. Anybody else doing anything particular in here, or what's your plan? What are you doing?
I just get like a regular sketchbook and like pencils.
Okay.
Maybe an extra one for Chi.
Okay. It's like for 7 copper.
Harry gets bored and goes outside.
Okay.
He goes like sit on the curb.
River goes out with her. After when she really.
I'm not shopping. She's playing with Dan outside.
Scanning,
Yeah.
keeping an eye out.
Yeah, keeping an eye out, especially after Anissa pointed that out. Yeah.
Roll investigation or perception. Well, she's
Frustrate me.
anything else doing? You guys doing anything else in the shop?
Doesn't sound
I
like
don't-
it.
Which go ahead.
I got an 18.
Got dirty 20.
Okay. Okay.
Look at us.
Get back to you guys in just
Yeah.
a sec.
Yeah.
Liliana and Anissa are giving me faces. So what are you doing?
I have nothing to purchase here.
Okay. Anissa, you're giving me faces.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Make Annabelle proud. Do it.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try and while the shopkeep is distracted, casually, grab a health potion and walk out of the shop. Sleight of hand that shit.
Roll your sleight of hand.
Super believe in me. It's at advantage for some reason. Something. Woohoo! That'll be a 21.
Ooh.
Nice.
It was a natural 1 and a 17.
All right. You casually palm the potion, like you're just kind of like browsing and then just kind of like slip it in. And you think you did pretty well,
Oh god.
all considered. And after you palm the potion, do you just head right outside or?
Yeah, just like stretch and walk on out.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 6, please.
Pick a number 4.
Oh God.
4.
God.
Which potion did you grab?
I mean, I feel like
Just
whichever one was more at eye level, like, I don't know, end of the aisle at about, not eye level, about like this waist level, high waist level.
I mean, they're like varying. Which potion do you want to grab?
I would have grabbed a health potion. I probably.
Regular, greater, superior?
Hey, go big, go big.
Greater. Middle one? Yeah, middle one.
Good one. You step outside. Nothing happens.
God damn it.
I
God
just
bless.
pop down on the curb next to Kira. Don't say anything that's in my pocket's pocket.
Okay. So you grabbed a greater, which is 44 plus 4, I believe.
Nice.
She rolled a 2, and then I rolled a 4 exactly on the d6. So you got your of potion.
Darn, should have gone with the real big one.
Why? But it's okay. All right. Anybody else doing anything in the store? Or are you guys just heading on out?
Nope, making my way to the smithy.
Make a noise.
Make anyway.
All right. So you guys kind of like are continuing to skirt the outside of like the market square, following the trend of things. What particular smith or are you look? Yes.
Did the outside crew see anything?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh.
Excited for the potion thing. Yes, you guys see a small group of people kind of like standing and milling about, and occasionally they kind of glance over at you. You notice there's a human, there's a half elf, and a tabaxi, and they just kind of like put their heads together, and then they look back at you, and then they put their heads back together, but they don't do anything.
Are they looking at anyone specific, or are they looking at the shop?
They are absolutely looking at you guys pointedly.
No, like, okay, so it's not like they're looking at Kira or they're looking at Chi or they're looking at River. It's a collective.
Which one did you, what did you get? You got the 18?
I got the dirty 20.
Dirty 20. They seem to be eyeing Kira specifically.
That was not where I was going to put my money, but now I'm intrigued.
All right. Okay.
Eyebrows.
All right, hold on.
Are they looking over? Just kind of like trying not to like stare at them, just kind of like nudge River. Like,
Yep.
do you see them?
Yep, I see them. Out of curiosity, were you were you a thief in a past life? Did you piss anyone off?
No, why?
They're looking at you.
She just like blatantly looks directly at them.
Okay, before like seeing this, River is going to summon her Hound of Ill Omen. So pretty much just what happens is Dan turns and like happily pops over, and she will pick the tabaxi.
Okay.
And he's just the tabaxi is Dan's target.
Okay.
Oh.
So he's just like watching him, or does he go over?
Let me see if I'm making sure. Okay, now he is going to stay where he is, but like Dan, his target is the tabaxi.
Okay.
Do I recognize these people?
Roll me a history check.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Is the rest of the group like out of the store by now, or y'all are still
Not
like?
yet. This is like right before Anissa comes to join them, but while Kira's recalling this, Anissa comes to sit down. And then the rest of you can come out whenever you're ready. 9.
I got this many. No, okay.
Never seen
They-
this before.
Like any sort of like holy symbol that I would recognize. Maybe they like notice mine or something. That's all.
Yeah, what's the general dress? Are it just kind of like wood
Yeah,
folky too, or is it
what's
like
the
a
vibe?
collection of like different people, or is it like a very obvious like they're trying to blend?
All wearing different sort of attire. Like the human is wearing more earthy tones. He looks more like a sort of like from the forest rather than like a real city type. The half elf is also wearing similar attire, but more crafted for fighting. So they sort of look like a small group of adventurers rather than locals. And the tabaxi is wearing darker clothes and such.
I mean, I don't recognize them or anything.
So
I
Anissa, you
don't think I did anything.
Do they do anything now that, like, do they notice Anissa looking at them? Do they do anything in response?
Yeah, the tabaxi specifically notices that you guys are looking at them and kind of like elbows them and like ways for them to like start moving, and they start traveling onwards towards the market square.
And so flips him the bird.
Okay. The rest of you guys come out of the store.
Nissa? What are
What?
you thinking? They were looking at Kira. Should we follow? Let it go?
Well, I don't know if the other guy was also looking at Kira. I feel like we,
Why would anyone be following me?
Well, we can always go ask them.
I mean,
I would assume the
guess.
rest of us saw you flip the bird, right?
I don't think it's subtle about it, but
no, yeah, you just walk out, see me like,
Yo, what's going on with that?
Other people are following maybe Kira. Plot twist.
Do we... Are they still around? What's
They went that way. It was them. That group of three. The with the tabaxi.
with
Are they
Decision quick if we're following them, because
No,
even if they're out of sight, we
yeah.
could, for a little bit.
are they still close enough for us to like see if anyone like recognizes their attire or anything?
Yeah, they're retreating, but I mean they're not like running or darting away. They're just kind of like casually walking away, not trying to like they don't feel like they need to draw attention to themselves, but they're just kind of walking away.
I can go follow them if you like. Just tell me where to meet back up with y'all.
I don't know that any of us should be following people who are following us
Yeah.
alone anymore, since we've kind of been made.
Do we want to ruin their day, though?
Well, we don't even know why they were.
It's so
I don't
ominous
know.
when you say that.
Akira, do you want to know why they were looking at you?
Kinda. Well,
All right, let's just
a lot
go.
of- well, but also, I mean, sometimes people. I'm also just really tall, and sometimes, and the people. I don't know. There aren't a lot of half folks. I don't know. At least not at home. I don't know. People give me weird looks all the time. I don't know.
Are we letting them go? Or we do...
So maybe we flank them, cut them off, and then the rest of the group catches up with them. Just like,
Or we draw a large attention to them right now. Because they've been made. Quinn slips her coin purse discreetly to Anissa.
Okay.
okay, Anissa takes sit.
Do we just want to let them go?
At this point, I'm interested as to what you have in mind.
Yeah, now I want to know what's
Gods!
happening.
I am a little
Thieves!
curious.
And I point to them.
Amazing.
That is-
Look, you
Damn.
is people in armor almost like sort of meld out of the throng of people that have begun to gather here. Like they weren't anywhere obvious, but now they're all here, and they're like, "Where'd they go?"
River kind of discreetly snaps her fingers, and Dan takes off to whatever direction the tabaxi went. Like,
Okay.
most direct route.
Oh, after him! And you watch as 3 guards in full armor chase after Dan, and they run, and you hear, what's going on, eh? And there's a small scuffle down the alley. What are you doing?
We're gonna go see what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta get your coin purse back. and starts walking towards Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Following.
You head down this alley, and the two guards have the tabaxi in hand, and the other two are like, "What's going on?" Then the half-elf woman looks around, and she kind of like sees you guys coming, and her eyes get big for a second, and she shakes her head, and she's like, "What is the meaning of all this? This one claims that you're thieves and you stole their coin purse." And the tabaxi's like, I did no such thing. We were just traveling. You can check me.
Are there any of them that are slightly further from the guards as we're encircling them?
They definitely are eyeing you, but they're all kind of like, we don't have a reason to be running. Like, why are you stopping us? Is it because we're the human males is just like, what? Is it because we're adventurers? So are they.
They've been following us, and then my purse is gone.
Well, I didn't. We've been following you.
Did anyone like clock the surprise on the half elf's face when we got there?
If you were looking specifically, I'd say yes. You definitely would have seen the, oh wow, kind of a look.
As they're being held and trying to like protest this, I'm going to like make myself very, very large and kind of like go forward and loom over one of them and just like, poking him in the chest. I've seen you multiple times today. You better tell us why the hell you're following us. As I am making a big show of like sort of grabbing his collar, I'm going to try and drop the coin purse in his pocket.
Okay, roll sleight of hand with advantage because he's distracted.
Oh,
On the human.
Oh,
about to get this guy thrown in prison.
holy shit.
Backseat.
Oh, it's not great though. It is going to be a 13.
Is this on the human or the tabaxi?
It would have been one that wasn't being held by the guards, so not the tabaxi.
So the human.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of like sidesteps away from you. It's like, what? Are you trying to plant that on me?
God damn it.
Just drops it on the ground and lets it spill, and then just starts like yelling a little incoherently about like, why would I try and plant something that you clearly already stole from us? Dropping coins all over.
While she's yelling and making the distraction, River is going to subtly cast suggestion. And so no somatic, she's got her hand. So if you want her to do sleight of hand on that. On the tabaxi, who has disadvantage because Dan is chilling at his feet.
Okay.
Also-
Yeah. Sleight of hand if you're really trying to be discreet about the hand movements.
Yes.
And
the
adjusting.
suggestion is going to be just confess. Tell us why you're following us. Why are you following us around?
Okay, roll your sleight of hand.
I should have done something with the coin purse, but
And I'm just waving my hands and yelling about it.
18. Okay, is suggestion is a wisdom save?
yes. And let me.
I'm trying to remember what Lauren had to roll and I can't.
It's suggestion, a DC of 17 at
Okay.
disadvantage, please.
And it is what roll?
Wisdom,
Wisdom. Okay.
because Dan is bestest pupper.
Let me
Okay, that's
Okay.
suggestion.
upward. Okay. Well, that is a 14. So,
Confess.
we weren't following you. I just thought I knew her. He points to Kira.
Me?
Yeah,
Who are you?
you look like our boss. Smaller.
I'm not anybody's boss.
Very clearly, I can see. This has just been a misunderstanding. Can you please let me go?
Who is your boss? Ben.
Of Villaini's Wildlings.
You cut
Or
out.
like-
Who?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Ilini Illini, of Illini's Wildlings.
ILLINI.
I had Illidan follow Ilini's crew.
I'm not going to be able to pronounce it that way. I need you to know that, Sarah.
Great. Okay, that's fine.
I'm only going to be able to pronounce that Illini in my head, like, just so you know. Like, but carry on.
It's kind of just makes it all the more precious that Kira can't say it.
Yeah.
The human's like getting up in your face and he's like, I didn't take nobody's coin. I make enough coin on my own with the wildlings. I don't need to steal anybody's coin.
At this point, I'm mostly acting for the guards. Well, if you didn't steal any coin, then why is this coin purse coming out of your pocket?
You tried to plant it on me.
Who are the Wildlings?
That's what you would say if you were caught.
Do any of us recognize that group at all?
Yeah.
History check.
History.
Sorry, you were saying something.
Liliana, I'd say you can roll at advantage.
Nope.
Oh.
That's so bad.
5.
I feel like that's a good thing for me to have a natural 1 on. So.
I have 17.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Go, Liliana!
Oh, I'm also doing this. And I thought I was 17 for what are we doing? History 18.
Okay. If you got 18 or higher, which I believe is Jade, Anissa, and Liliana, you guys would know that this is a very well-known mercenary group. They go around, but they're small. They're like very tight-knit, but when they can help, they're usually there. They deal more in like general local town disputes against like bandits and such. They don't really steer towards the more dangerous arcane. Liliana, you would know them because you've worked, not you particularly, but your group has worked with them before. They were already there, and then you guys came in, and together you were able to, or your guild was able to eradicate a rather dangerous force.
Interesting. I would like to know why members of the Wildlings are in the city in general. Are you on a job?
We just finished a job and boss wanted to rest for a bit, so we're staying at the inn. Can you let me go, please? And the guards kind of look at you, Quinn, and are like, "You want to press charges against against this crew, or?"
I do believe that this may have been all a misunderstanding. I am terribly sorry to have troubled you all.
And the guards like release them, and then, all right, if there's no more need for us, well, we're gonna go. And they almost seem to disappear, which is weird because they're in plate, so they should be making noise, but they're like.
Mage hand grab Quinn's purse and slowly start dragging it back towards her.
Did you scoop like all the coins?
I mean, I'm also like standing over it and would definitely like push Guy.
Okay.
Just like end of the fight, last word push, like ugh.
And he's just kind of like, you're not worth the time. And he kind of like leans against the wall, like just watching you. Like,
wait, you said that I look like your boss, though. Is it just the half orc thing, or
No.
is there actually a resemblance?
no, like spitting image copy, except you're smaller.
Can I meet him?
Her?
Her? Can I meet her? I don't know.
Sure.
Do you know anyone named Dora?
I don't know.
Okay, well maybe she does. Just out of curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Yeah. And the tabaxi kind of like glares at you all. And I will describe them to you. The human has dark brown skin. He's got green flecks in his brown eyes. And his hair, he's got long, dark brown hair, and he has a very well-tailored beard, goatee sort of going on. The half-elf woman has naturally tanned skin with freckles kind of peppering all over her face from being out in the sun all the time. Her hair is very long. It goes way past her shoulders, but is clearly shaved on one side, kind of like tossed over. Her eyes are piercingly amber, and she is dressed in, now that you're closer up, she's dressed in well-tailored leathers of sorts. And then the tabaxi is a black-furred, spotted, leopard-esque cat with bright yellow eyes, and he is also wearing black leathers to sort of go with his attire. And of them, the tabaxi does seem to be the one that's more in charge. And he kind of like waves for you all to follow.
We do need to hit a smithy.
I can meet up with you. You don't all have to come with. It's okay.
Sure. Go ahead.
You want anyone to come with? Yeah.
If you're given any problems, maybe mention the Crimson Iris. We've worked with the Wildlings before.
You're with the Iris.
Yes.
Huh.
Wildlings I've met tend to be a bit more couth than you pair, but you seem green, so don't feel bad.
We were just walking, and then you accused us of theft.
That's why you should have been running.
I, for one, take serious offense to that. If I had stolen from you, you would not have noticed. And then he turns back to you, Kira, and he's like, well, are you coming? Or...
Yeah.
And he turns to start to lead to walk
If
back.
anyone wants to come, then you can. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to.
I'll accompany Kira.
Okay. So Quinn is going with Kira.
I'm conflicted now.
And Anissa wouldn't leave them. They seem like they're gonna get murdered.
All right, if Anissa joins, then River will stick with Liliana, but she will pull out her sending stone that goes to the sending stone Liliana has, and she will hand it to Kira.
Okay.
Either if we meet up or if you need help.
Okay, thanks.
Jay.
I'll stay with River and Liliana.
Okay. Split the party.
We split the party!
God damn it.
And I would assume that I still have Chi.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, what's going on? But she's kind of hung back, sort of just taking in everything. Okay.
Anissa, did you need something at the blacksmith, though?
We can reshuffle this because River can go with Kira if it's shady people.
No,
She can also give you money.
that bad. Oh yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah,
give
did you
here's,
need-
I just like out of nowhere pull out 2 long swords, and I'm like, these 2 are to trade for another hammer, so I look matched when I fight. It's the 2 long swords that I pulled off the people that have the red stone. But I mean, like, make sure it's not worth like a shit ton of money. Like, do a light questioning. I say as I hand them to probably Liliana.
I'll take them.
Okay.
I feel like you start to like give it to River and she's just like holding out these noodly arms like
Okay. I'm going to go with Kira Crew, and then we'll jump back to the other crew after break. So you guys follow this tabaxi half-elf and human, and they kind of make their way as if they've been here for a while, and they know the lay of the land, down to the market square that is bustling. Considering everywhere else has been, there are people here and there. This is the central hub of this market area. It's not really hard to make sure you're following them. Most people kind of like step out of the tabaxi's way, noticing his mood. You down into a tavern. And inside, as he opens the door, it is bustling with activity, which is strange considering it's so early in the day. And you guys look around, and there in the back corner, there's a table that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people drinking raucously. And you walk in, Kira, and you look, and the person sitting at the far end of the table with their eyes able to survey the entire building lock eyes. And you're looking in a mirror. And we're going to take our break. So, we're going to
Suspicious.
What?
back very shortly. We're going to take care of some human things, let out our small animals, take care of ourselves, and we'll be back very shortly, so don't go anywhere. See you soon.
Ah!
Survive.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we're back. where we last left off, Kira walked into a tavern with Quinn and Anissa, and there's a mirror image of herself sitting across the way. But before that, we're going to jump to our friends who are going shopping. Are you guys looking for any particular smithy area, or are you just sort of going through? Like, are you looking for ones that's specific to like with magical weapons, or just a flat?
Just general smithy, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Okay, there's quite a few. You've got Gorgon Forge, Nerves of Steel, or While the Iron is Hot. I was prepared for these.
Let's go Nerves of Steel.
Yeah.
You go into Nerves of Steel, and the front of this smithy is very clearly a crafted shop. And, excuse me, you can hear the sound of someone working in the forge, which is attached in the back. And the door kind of opens, and you hear a little bell, and a sturdy dwarf woman with dark brown graying hair, with her beard braided, kind of steps out. She's got a few singes on her eyebrows, but she kind of, welcome to Nerves of Steel. What can good old Dyla do for you today?
I was looking to try and purchase I wanted 2 different halberds. One can be just if you have a pre-made one. I don't believe she'll mind. And the second, I wanted a black varnish on the handle and a quick inscription down the haft of it.
Right. Were you looking for it to be enchanted at all, or just the regular halberd, but with those sets
Yes.
up here?
Just with some extra accoutrement.
Right. All right. We can totally make that happen. Well, if you want to take a look at all of our pre-made weapons, they're over against that far wall. They go from swords to quarterstaffs, spears, halberds, and so on. So feel free to take your look around. What can I do for the rest of you? Anything else you need?
Yeah. I want to get these 2 short swords sharpened and just made to look identical to like my current one. And get a sheath for this new short sword.
Right. All right. Well, the sharpening, not much. It's only 5 copper. To get a sheath, that will take about a day of work. If you're okay with that, will be about a silver piece for that. For the regular halberd, it'll be about 2 gold for the inscription. 2 gold, 5 silver.
Sounds good. I will adjust accordingly to my gold. And so along the haft of this halberd, that is sort of like painted this jet black red, there are 4 words that sort of make their way down the pommel. They're all written in primordial. The first word is awakened. The second is enlightened. The third is ascended. And where Liliana's hands would wrap around the haft, it says I, where she would grasp.
Yeah.
River and Jade also probably noticed that Liliana almost, like, after like testing out like the weight on the halberd, when she's just standing and giving the money for the weapons, she almost holds it like it's a partner in a dance, just sort of like draped around like the upper shoulder and wrist. And she'll finish counting out the gold and say, "Thank you. I appreciate the quickness." What was your name?
Dyla?
Right. Well, we may be back before all things are said and done. I don't know exactly how long we'll be in town. Did
We
you two
do
need
have,
anything?
Anissa's swords she wanted exchanged for a hammer.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
Yes.
I wonder if we can get some of these orders delivered too, so in case we wouldn't be able to come back down.
It will take. That will take about an hour or so to get your halberd there engraved and get the enamel painted and everything. Is that okay?
Yes, that works.
All right.
Is there any way that you could deliver it to his residence, or should we just swing back by?
Yeah, I'm sure if we have time, we can bring it on up. It might not be till the end of the day, but we can get it up to you.
Sounds good.
Can we exchange those 2 swords for a hammer? No problem.
I'll need to appraise them first, but shouldn't be a problem. They look to be in pretty good shape. Set them here, please. And then she will go ahead and look them over. She's like, "Oh, this will be good enough. Did you want a great hammer? Did you want a big one or regular hammer, war hammer? What are you looking for?"
Thinking of Anissa's arms.
I was saying, you guys would know that the hammer that Anissa used, the frost hammer, is like a big honk. It's like it's a big honk of metal on a haft. But
I'd say River doesn't know weapons, but she knows size and like visual scaling pretty well, and so she went down the aisle and is like pointing to one, like this shape.
And
This shape.
some change as well.
Sorry, what was that?
Fantastic.
You'll get some change as well.
Oh, she'll be thrilled.
Won't you just?
And she'll kind of take the 2 swords and set them back, and then dig in her pouch and count out some coins and drop them down, and leaves you with about 3 silver and 6 copper. Anything else? Or that'll do it for you. Leave your address on the paper here, and she slides some parchment over to you.
And I'll scrawl it down. And outside of that, it sounds like we're good. I appreciate the help.
Sure thing. If I can get that sheet done before you, I'll have it delivered tonight as well.
Fantastic.
Sounds good.
Right. Good luck. I'll see you all later.
Much obliged.
Kind of like hops down and heads to the back, and she's like, "We got to go, the rewarder!" And they go on. So what are you guys going to do? And then I will jump over to the other crew.
We have an hour to kill.
Well, they're getting it delivered, so you
They're
don't
getting it delivered. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else on the to-do list that we need to do?
I think we were just doing general information gathering. If you all still wanted to go to the lower market, I know that we all don't have the most funds. I get the feeling that, at the very least, just considering what I know about the Wildlings, I feel like Kira is going to get some information in some form of another. We could check out the job boards, yes.
Let's see if there's anything.
Sure.
Quick and easy. We can wrap up in a day, earn some coin.
Sound good, Jade?
Works for me.
Okay.
Come
so
on,
you guys-
Chi. Let's go teach you how to get a job board.
Oh, heck.
She follows after you. And we're gonna jump to the crew. So you guys are standing in the front door, and Kira, you make eye contact with this other half-orc sitting about 30 paces away from you with her back to the wall. She is in... Let me pull up my notes of her. She is dressed in stained shirt. There's a very clear outline of where her armor would sit on this shirt. But she's got a very large pint, and it looks like they were playing some dice at this table. And she kind of like makes eye contact with you, and her smile drops for a second, and then she goes, Kira? Is that you? Oh, get out of my way! And she stands up and she like pushes Wood Elf beside her, and she's like comes weaving her way over. She goes, "Oh, is it you? Is it really you?"
I mean, yeah, that's my name. I've never met you. How do you know my name?
Oh, do you know Dura?
I mean, that's
Mother.
that's my mom, but I'd never met her.
That's a bit of a long story, but we can talk about that later.
How?
We're sisters, and for those who are standing with Kira, you notice they're those carbon copies of each other, twins, in which they are very clearly related. Only Ilini appears to be broader of shoulder, taller. Her muscles are slightly bigger. She stands probably 3-4 inches taller than Kira herself. But she's very stocky, but she's got a wide smile that looks very much like Kira's smile. Oh, come sit. We can talk over a drink. Do you drink?
Yeah.
Another round on me. And the entire bar goes, yeah. And she puts her arm around your shoulder and starts leading you.
Okay.
To
Okay. I'll go. Yeah, I'll let her pull me across the bar. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the others were gonna do anything. If you guys,
now I'm just gonna like look at Quinn and just be like, "This just keeps getting weirder, eh?" And I'll like drop your coin purse back into your hand.
Indeed. I thought she was an orphan, and I guess I don't think she mentioned having siblings.
She doesn't seem super to know about it. I mean, this could get interesting. Let's have a drink too. And I just like throw my arm around Quinn the same way and just like drag her over to the same table.
Oh, okay.
okay. You guys sit down at the table, and Eleni kind of like turns to a half-elf woman who had been sitting beside her, and she goes, "Oh, Ritza, scoot over, make room for my sister. Everyone, this is my sister, Kira. We'll sort of, I mean, we're related by blood, but we grew up separate."
Hi.
And everyone's like, Kira. Who are your friends?
This is Quinn, and that's Anissa.
Oh, come sit. They'll bring you a drink shortly. And the tabaxi and the human and the other half-elf kind of pull chairs over and plop down. Tabaxi is very clearly sulking.
Sorry, this is just really weird.
Oh, well, sorry. Mom talked a lot about you. But
Okay.
I heard many stories about you. You lived in a...
How would she even have any stories about me if she...
Oh, she kept in contact with, what's her name? Starts with a T.
Karen.
Taryn, that's it. Yes, Taryn. Sure, you got letters from Taryn all the time.
Okay.
Leaning over to Anissa, I feel like we should not be involved in this conversation.
I mean, we're not involved. We're just observing. It's fine.
Sorry, I didn't know that,
Taryn never told you about us.
no.
we lived a hop, skip, and a jump away from you. Not too far.
What?
At least for a while, and then, we got up and moved. But, yeah.
For how long?
17 years of my life.
Wait.
Just
How old are you?
elbows
Are we,
Quinn.
are we the same age? Are we twins?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
You look confused. Here, have a drink. And she puts a mug in front of you.
Thanks. Yeah, confused. Yeah, really confused.
Well, I find drinking certainly helps get the blood flowing and keep your mind. Drink up there. You two, drinks? You want drinks?
Yeah.
And she waves over a server and is like, drinks. And they're like, yeah, here you go. You set a round for everybody, so here's some ales. Sets them down in front of you guys.
Nonchalantly pushes mine towards Anissa.
Scoots it further over in front of me.
Okay.
Sorry, this is just a lot all at once.
Take it in. When Mom said we looked alike, I didn't believe her. I think my muscles are bigger than yours, so.
You're also taller.
Taller. I've got more scars than you do, but.
Well, okay.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. There's quite a few things that light up around you. Not just your companions, but in Alini's crew, things light up. You didn't notice it, but standing behind her is a great sword that lights up with magic. The wood elf, she has a necklace that lights up. The human male has I don't want to say barrette, but like he has like a little tassel in his hair that lights up. The Tabaxi doesn't have. He has his daggers light up, and the halfling that's sitting on the far side of the opposite side of where the wood elf was sitting. They have a necklace that lights up, as well as various other items.
What about, did you say Alini?
Yeah, she has a great sword that was behind her chair that lights up.
But no like holy symbol or focus or anything.
Not on Eleni.
Okay.
You would know that the items on the human male, the wood elf, and the halfling are all magical focuses.
And just keeping an eye behind us. They're not like surrounding us. This is just like revelry, drunk folk time.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh no! Don't nod and then make me.
I'll give you like a better lay of the land.
Oh, okay, but I have advantage on this room night things, I guess. 17.
All right. You notice that you're sitting in here, and while the table that you're sitting at appears to be like the close-knit group of the wildlings, everyone sort of is positioned in a way that should something happen, they will jump up to defend the wildlings. You guys are definitely the odd men out, but no one's doing anything. They're just kind of like doing that thing where they like have like an ear turned towards you but are talking and like drinking, casually being raucous, but like absolutely like if they get into fights, we're ready. Mainly because Eleni's buying them drinks. Okay. I'll put a pause on that, let you think, and we'll jump to our other crew, who is venturing off into the to find the job board. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. For my friends who have been here before, you would know that it's typically in the market square. So you head back towards the large throng of people that have. There's so much activity going on right here. And at the very center, on like a raised platform, is a large board with a bunch of papers sort of stuck to it. A few look as if they've seen far too many days out in the sun. Some look very like weather worn. But there are 12 that are readable. Do you read them? I've been so excited about this job board.
You know, now that we've made all our way over here, I'm kind of thinking maybe no job. Like, I don't know.
Just the weirdest urge came over me.
Yeah, we read them.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got one that says ring stolen, the future awaits, test subject needed, missing child, cool guys interested in other cool guys, work from home, tired of the elite crushing you down, tired of being ignored, join us and have your voice heard. Missing dog, wanted, strong adventurers, thrill seekers looking for a chance to prove themselves. And gossip and news, outsiders get paid for what you know. And that's it. I'm very pleased with them. Some of them more than others.
No, they were all amazing. I think I'll check out the test subject one, but I will point River at the one that says gold for information. It's like we could make it information for information, perhaps.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. So test subject needed. It says hardy mind needed. Inquire with the court wizard Elvira Malice. And the gossip news says head to the Whispering Canyon and ask for James Jonas.
We need pictures of Spider-Man.
Yep.
It was a long day at work.
Oh, that's the Whispering Cavern.
Yeah, Whispering.
Right, yes.
Gotta go to James Jonas.
The join us be heard. Is there any more of a call out for that or any more details?
Yeah, it says, tired of the elite crushing down, tired of being ignored, join us, get your voice heard every night at the Emerald Willow. And then under it, in quotes, it says, the crown is only as strong as its people. I just got real tripped out because I have my phone set up right behind the screen that has the stream running. So I was looking at the stream and I was like, oh wait, a long day. Okay.
Any more details on the missing child?
Yeah, it says 10-year-old Aiden Redorin, last seen in a colorful vest, white shirt, and trousers. Oliver, the father, seeking him. Any information, inquire with the guards.
Just reeling back in the head at all, as of recent as we were walking through. Have we seen a child matching that description?
Roll me a history check.
Uh, 14.
You've seen a lot of kids running around, but no one in a particularly colorful vest. They've all been very muted.
Mm-hmm. Name sound familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
Is there like any reward information on that listing?
Nope, just says inquiry, any information, inquiries with the guard. I mean, it has like dollar signs on it, but like no listed like
What's the future awaits?
future awaits. Mystic can reveal your future. Seek your fortune and future at the Temple of Fates.
Sounds like we pay them.
That don't sound like a real temple.
No.
It's got a neon sign out in the front that says like psychic readings.
Maybe it's
With, like,
good
the
that we
tarot
didn't have
cards that
Kira
light
here.
up in succession.
Kira would definitely fall for Temple of Fates.
They're not telling her about that.
Nope.
Strong adventures, I guess. And then
Wanted strong adventurers seeking aid and guidance for following the trade. Wanted to try my hand, test me, and give me pointers. Signed, Lord Barrelon.
that just sounds okay. We could get Anissa to kick this guy's butt and then just like give some pointers.
That's
Does
true.
Lord Barrelon sound familiar?
Does Lord Barrelon roll me another history? And Liliana, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. I said that does seem like something Anissa would enjoy. She got to
Plus
beat
he's-
up on a noble and give pointers on why his fighting style is shit.
That's what I was gonna say. He sounds rich. This sounds like easy money.
There are a lot of dollar signs under this one.
I think we got some good possibilities. We could possibly go swap some gossip for some gossip. Although I imagine anything with the tree is probably going to be pretty tight-lipped.
Does any of these listings explicitly state how much they're gonna pay out?
No.
Damn.
Some have like $1 signs, some have like 2. The one from
What's-
Lord is like lots of dollar signs.
Is it like an excessive amount? Like, this is
Yeah.
an unreasonable amount of money? Okay.
No, not unreasonable, and more like he's desperate.
Oh.
Ah. Well,
Just
as
wants a
we
friend.
I guess as we
That's all I'm saying.
head to wherever we're going, I can keep a lookout for this kid.
Yeah, I guess we can talk to the guard, see if we can get some more information. See for that
It's
one.
a good start. I haven't actually seen the guards outside of when we called for them, which is odd considering the size of the armor that they were wearing.
Yeah.
Can I
Are
look
you-
around and see if I see a guard right now? Like anywhere?
Is either roll me investigation or perception.
Could I give advantage if River's also looking now that she has announced
Yeah.
this?
With advantage.
Oh, your advantage is so wonderful.
I'm here to
with
assist.
advantage, that is a 21.
Okay. You survey the crowd and you kind of like look over and then you like, wait a second. And you look back and there are 3 guards standing at one post and you survey around again and then you notice, well, there's more guards. They're there, but they're positioned in ways to be not, to not be in the way, but to be able to observe and jump into action should they be needed. Like instantly. And with your 21, you can tell they are actively watching the throng of people, looking for any sign that something could be wrong.
Huh. That's a cool trick. And I'll sort of point like at them so that like River and
Yeah.
Jade can see where they're standing.
Once pointed out, you guys can actually see other knots of them positioned all over the place.
Oh, that's unnerving.
Well, I've never been the stealthy type in general, so it's extra impressive as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And
Impressive
I'll
indeed.
make my way over to a guard.
Follow with Chi and Dan in hand.
All right, you head over to a guard, and it is a you've never seen a creature like this before. Their skin isn't skin. It appears to be shiny. They don't have any features, but they have a mouth. But the mouth appears to be stationary. It doesn't appear to move. And the being sort of looks at you and says, "State your business."
We were inquiring about this job posting, lost child.
Child, Aiden, Redoran, age 10. Last seen 3 nights ago. Father said rambunctious. Excitable. Is not first time child has gone missing. Low threat level. And then it kind of like relaxes for a second and looks back at you.
Is it noted where the child was found the last time it went missing?
And it kind of like stands up straight again and goes, "Child came back on own 31 hours later." And then it like goes down again.
Does this guard look like all the other guards, or are they like different?
Nope.
We just picked the one that was the...
Like the one golem or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like Liliana was like, this is interesting. That one.
Plausible. Very much so. Then I suppose we should just start looking?
Yes. Where's
Any
Hey,
Please tell us at your earliest convenience at the barracks on the 7th level. Good day. And it turns and starts walking away.
Chi, if you were to hide in this city, where would you go? Just at a glance.
Well,
Eldon is parked right next to her, watching her.
I would. Well, is there an underbelly here? Like, you know, the Order of the Urchins? Because typically the urchins kind of get together and they find ways to make themselves survive. So they do that. You seen any running around?
That's something River would know at all about this city?
Yeah. You would know that a lot of cities have them. Not necessarily this one specifically. Back when you were younger, you're pretty sure that you and Val went looking for it. But with Val and you wearing typically nicer outfits, the other kids didn't really want to play with you. They sort of were like, they eyed you and they'd start playing a game and then they'd all vanish.
Well, I know that there usually is an order of urchins in most of the bigger cities. Can't say specifically for this one. Right. Can't say I know anything about them.
Perhaps toward the lower market? Something like that?
That seems reasonable.
You'll probably find some information there.
Alright. Let's head to the lift and head down to the first floor.
Okay. You guys head over to the lift, and we're going to jump back to our other friends. All right. So you guys are sitting in this very noisy tavern. And this has got 2 drinks. Quinn, you're just sitting there watching everybody. Kira, what you doing?
Kira's having a mental breakdown, but
Karen never tell you about Mom.
I mean, she told me a name, that she was the one who left me at the temple, but that's all I ever knew.
It wasn't easy. At least that's what Mom said. But
She still did it.
yeah, it was either that or die. So little cutthroat. You know what we should do? We should go do something. You know, like sister bonding kind of a thing. You can bring your friends, I'll bring my friends. We'll all get together and do something. We can split the profits 50-50. What better way to get to know someone than work alongside them?
Depends on what kind of thing you're thinking about.
I don't know. We gotta go check things out. Although I did hear that there's a party happening tomorrow night. It'd be kind of fun to crash that, especially with the thought of a murderer on the loose, especially when targeting these bigwigs. Come on, it'd be fun.
What have you heard about the murderer stuff? We've heard a little bit about that, actually.
Oh, just that this isn't his first big kill. Apparently, he's got a calling card. You know.
We don't even know that much. Hold on, back up.
Go on.
Start over. Yeah.
How long have you guys been in this city? You're not here.
We got here yesterday.
Oh. Where from? Where are you coming from?
We're kind of all from all over the place. You know where I'm from, apparently.
Yeah. Rilla, right? What's that small town called? I never went down. Too much, Mom didn't want-
Purton.
That's what it was. I knew it started with a P. But you just got here yesterday. What have you heard?
That, we heard about that famous tailor, fashion designer.
Yeah, that was his most kill.
Yeah. Oh, so that was that then. Oh, so
Yeah.
is the fire just the whole thing, or was
No.
what's the calling card?
When he kills him, he carves this weird symbol into him. Crazy. And they
Yeah,
they
what it
die
looks like?
even after being mutilated. This guy's psycho. It's crazy.
Can I roll an insight check? How excited does my sister seem about this? She seems pretty excited about this, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Roll an insight.
Cool, great. That's a 17.
She just appears to like the thrill of the chaos, sort of. Like, she doesn't appear to be like bloodthirsty interested in this. Like, oh yeah, did you hear it? Like, she just is like, this is cool. Like, we haven't had a serial murderer like this in a long time.
Okay. Cool.
Real into true crime.
DM.
Yes.
Would it? I don't know that I'm like asking for a roll here or anything, but like, or maybe I am. Kira hasn't asked why she
No,
was
she
left
hasn't.
alone. Do I find that odd?
I don't know. Do you find that odd?
I mean, I do.
if you're questioning, roll an insight on.
Yeah, I'm wanting maybe
Yeah,
insight on this thing.
Do you want me to roll anything, DM?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, she's just kind of trying to get a general vibe on you.
Yeah.
About particular inquiry.
Yeah.
Are you trying to hide the vibe, or are you trying to pretend you're hiding a vibe?
No.
Yeah, great. It's an 11.
No.
11. So, what vibe does Quinn get off of you, Kira?
Very confused. There's definitely some like betrayal kind of going on, and some like she looks like she's like barely holding it together. I mean, maybe we have some other friends who are running some other errands right now, and need to see what all they're up to, if they've found any other work or something, I guess. Kind of looking to like Quinn and Anissa for help. But
yeah, I think it's a bit early to figure out jobs. But I'm curious. You have no magic.
No, not magical. I'm more of a...
Why did your mother keep you? And,
Jesus Christ.
reach over and grab the other one.
Do you know how, orc communities work?
how what works?
Orc communities?
No.
Some are more lenient. Ours wasn't. Anyone who
tiny.
showed some weakness wasn't worth it.
Yeah. That's what I was told, at least.
Weakness.
That lines up.
Yeah, if you don't have raw strength and talent, if you don't look like you're gonna succeed, why spend time making sure you do?
I have 19 gold that says Kira could kick your ass.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll do that. Sounds like fun. Come on, sis, let's do this. And she puts her arm down on the table to do a arm wrestling.
That's no, that's beneath her.
Oh, we can go to a ring.
All right, you're on.
All right, you hear that, everyone? There's gonna be a fight. And the place kind of goes, yeah, let's go. And a tiefling man steps out and he's like, not in my bar. Absolutely not in my bar. You will take that either out back into an alley, or you will go find the you will go to the guild. So that is up to you, but not in my bar. And Eleni's like, don't get your pants in a twist. We're not going to do it in your bar. There's not enough room for that anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So what do you say, Kira? Should we go to a alleyway, or you want to make this more official?
Fight you in a proper ring.
All right. We might have to set up a time for that. Jem. And the tabaxi kind of like looks up and just kind of like, please don't. But Jem, go see what the wait times are for setting up a walk-up fight. It's like, do I have to? Come on, it'll be fun. I'll pay you extra. He kind of pushes in and stands up. He goes, when Jem gets back, we can go see about a fight. For now, get some food in there. Look a little
green.
No,
I'm say? Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
so green. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I know. I was gonna say you're looking a little scrawny. She kind of like pokes you. More so, she's trying to be funny.
If you don't want to start a fight right now, then I'd say fucking.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a sensitive subject for you. So
Really?
you
Couldn't guess that.
community.
Kira's gonna get up and fucking walk out.
Quinn will kind of like try to see if she can like grab her. Real quick, you said murders.
Yes.
So who else is a victim of this serial killer?
Well, there was Chancellor in Rilla. There was some guy in Andis. There was some sort. I think there was an attempt in Strordholm, but I'm not quite sure about that one. They're pretty tight-lipped over there. Pretty strict on making sure people don't hear anything bad about them. Of course, you've got the entire downfall of Eridor right now. The entire place is in uproar, so who knows what's coming out of there that isn't a lie. No one hears anything from Bruster, and who cares about Neria, right?
So there's only been... So there's been 3 confirmed murders by this person using that calling card.
Yeah.
Or...
Well, I mean, there's been 3 reports of other ones coming from Eridor, but that entire country's in chaos right now. So who knows if those are actual related. I've heard whispers of possibly 2 more in Strordholm, but nothing from Azrona. Who cares about Neria? And Bruster's always been quiet. The frozen wasteland down there.
And do you think it is one person doing all of this and not an organized group?
I don't know, could be. But everything's too particular for it to be a group of people. Everyone has their own individual calling card. Have you not... You guys are adventurers. Don't you run into this sort of thing all the time?
Serial killers?
No, people with their calling cards. Like, they have specific things that they do so that they know it was them. The world knows it was them.
Yes, well, the next time you fight a dragon, then, you can
What's
talk to us about...
What's a dragon?
What do you mean, what's a...
The biggest monster you've ever seen? Bigger. And flying.
Where did you fight it? I want to try.
No, you don't. I promise you don't.
Really?
Where's the mark carved into these bodies?
Always on the palm of their hand?
What is the mark?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Then how do you know it is there?
Because that's one of the points that everyone talks about. Maybe not the guards. God forbid they want to let anybody know what's going on. But the rumor is that he carves something into their hand, and then they die by fire.
Do you know anybody who's had a more detailed view of the scene?
Not here. You check over in the cities. Like, if you head to Regis in Helden, that's where the Taylor family was killed.
So you've only got wild speculation for us.
Yeah, I'm paid to do things. I don't.
Kira's gonna, like, she had paused, but she's gonna just, like, with a quick, like, I'll be right back. She's just gonna step outside for a bit.
Anis is also, like, taking a step backwards towards the door. Nice. Are we leaving?
I guess so, because clearly not going to get any sound information from this lot.
Yeah. Just, like, slowly backing out of this, like, hornet's nest.
Roll an insight check. Quinn.
Me too?
Yeah. Since you're gauging the vibe.
Okay. That's a 21.
Okay.
Ooh. 17.
You notice while Eleni is talking, the wood elf and the tiefling are exchanging looks the entire time. And when one of them isn't watching, they're looking at Kira or you to see how you're reacting.
Do you believe a painting lasts longer?
Oh.
I could have one made for you if you like.
Oh,
Do cut
please,
a striking pose.
I would greatly appreciate something to stare at more often. Keep your likeness with me.
Unfortunately, you're reaching a bit above your station. And
You presume that I'm less than you?
point of order, which one am I talking to?
To the wood elf.
To the wood elf. Okay.
Yeah. The one who Eleni said his name was Ritza.
So.
She's got like pale, almost like pine colored skin. Her eyes are very, very dark green. Her hair is braided intricately back and down, and it is like white in color. And she is dressed very. She's how say? I have dress stoic and regal, but that comes to she's got a nice fitted robe with a like corset over it, not corset, a bodice over it, and she has been watching you and Anissa the most.
I know it. And she turns on her heels and walks out.
Okay.
Nissa pauses for just a second, make sure no one makes a move, and then also a few steps backwards and turns and walks out.
Okay. So you guys leave. No one tries to stop you?
Outside, you would find Kira like sitting, like leaning against the wall of the building, like curled up into like the tiny little ball, like knees hugged up to her chest, just kind of like staring, like blank. And she doesn't look up when you come out or anything.
Sort of just like... Unless she like resists, I would just kind of like pull her to her feet and be like, come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah. I'll let her help me up to my feet, yeah.
Motion to Quinn to be like the helpful one.
Kira, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
upset you.
it's not your fault. It's not even a little bit. Neither of you. It's not what... I'll be fine. It's just a lot all at once. Yeah. I knew that was why I got dropped off at that temple, but it's one thing to know it and it's another thing to see it and hear about it and hear someone talk about it, so flippantly, I guess.
Quinn will will cast prestidigitation so that just like a glowing small blue rose appears in her hand, and she just kind of presents it over to Kira, and you are not weak. We all owe our lives to you. We would not have gotten out of that situation without you and what you can do.
Thanks.
They're wrong. And maybe that's insensitive of me, but they're wrong.
He kind of like swipes at her eyes a little bit. Like visibly trying not to cry, but like doing her best.
Shall we?
No, let's find the others, maybe. Oh, what were you thinking?
I was about to suggest we find the others.
Well,
is just like standing a little bit behind, just like wiping an eye, just like beautiful. Let's fucking find the others. Just like walks ahead of you guys.
All right. Where would you guys go to look? Because as you guys are stepping out, you're stepping out into the market district. Like
I have a sending stone. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, where are you guys?
Liliana, you've got the other one.
Yeah, Liliana has the other.
Yeah.
Oh, we're searching around in the first level of the tree for a missing child for some potential coin. Didn't realize you'd be done so soon. We can maybe put the other jobs
I
on
will.
side.
You guys are probably just finishing up talking to the guard at this point, because like you've gone through
Gotcha.
that. So you just finished talking to the weird, shiny, metallic guard.
We just finished talking to something. I think we've procured a couple of side jobs for us to tackle. If we wanted more coin at some point.
It's canon. Y'all were talking to something.
Yeah.
Something got a body!
The joy in my soul.
I love something. Okay.
I'm a wingman.
I love something.
Yay!
It's the best this week, man.
Is it just like 1 use per day, or can we keep?
This is it's a sending. It's 1 use per day.
Okay, all right.
Did either of us give a location where we're meeting?
Nope.
If I
Nope.
since
Nope.
this is
Look, you
I didn't. It's true.
did say like that you're going to the first level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Gotta go down.
head for the lifts, I guess. Liliana said that they're going down to the first level to look for something about a missing kid and a job that they found on a job board or something.
Aren't we investigating it?
Aren't
Okay.
we flush with missing kids?
Are we picking up another kid? Is that what's happening? Like, if you find them, you have to keep them? No.
Usually no. Well, I mean, I guess if someone intentionally leaves a missing kid with you, then I guess you should probably
I used to play this
recount to them.
one little card game where you would have to collect them all. Maybe that's what it is. We have to.
That's all the time we have
orphan.
tonight. For,
Yeah, from every city.
Way.
Go ahead and roll the credits. Start doing outros.
Start the decap.
We start off towards the left.
Yeah.
Going
Also,
to-
like, keeping eyes out, see if you
Yeah.
can see him on like a cross street.
Yeah, looking out for the others too.
Yeah, River's keeping an eye out for them, but also just if there's any shady fuckers.
Okay. Everyone who's looking for something, roll me perception or investigation.
Oh, natural 20.
Yay!
Good, because I gave myself disadvantage because Kira's distracted, and that's a 10.
19.
Okay. Anissa, with your natural 20, you see them ahead of you. You also see that Elton.
But
He is pointedly leaning against a side street as you walk by, and definitely not trying to be discreet, but actively looking at you.
about how far away is he?
Are you guys walking in the middle of the street or off to the side?
I mean, I feel like in the middle lane of the correct side to be walking on? You know, we're going at a clip.
He is opposite of you, so he's probably like 15 feet away. And I'm actually going to message you real quick.
Uh-oh. I don't like this. I gotta make it this.
Whisper.
Gonna murder him.
So guesses,
Murder
guys.
time.
Who do you think this mysterious, illy, whatever of the Wildlings is? Like, I bet it has something to do with the circus. Feels right. No guesses? Oh, come on.
Well,
You just hear
it's
screaming from Kira in your head, just like her phantom voice in your head.
well,
We don't know anything yet. We don't know
No,
anything.
it's true. It's true.
the Iris has worked with the Wildlings before, so I can't remember particular details about the leader. But then again, I've never directly worked with them. It was more of a job of convenience. They seem well-meaning, but rough around the edges.
So equivalent to how we met them.
Yes, that's about around there.
But you, Jade, any wild guesses about what this Eladari mess is?
I'm still
Melanie.
imagining the circus.
Yeah.
They're recruiting performers?
That'd be good. That'd be some good side coin.
I can do some flippies.
I can make you reveal your deepest secret, and then you can pay me to shut my mouth.
I'm occasionally reminded why you're on my side, rather than the inverse.
So, Anissa, as you're walking, he kind of like gestures with his hand and like leans against the back and is very pointedly watching you to see how you react.
I just sort of like do the thing where you narrow your eyes and slow your gait for like a couple paces and then just like catch back up with everyone. Because if he's on the opposite side, like I'm not going to go for him because that's a lot of people to get through and he's just going to disappear again.
Okay. He doesn't come after you, like even if you glance behind, he's just gone.
Yeah.
So you guys, Anissa, you do see Jade, River, and Liliana. They're a couple paces ahead of you, but it's not hard to mistake that Liliana's hair or Jade's braid.
Is Liliana's hair today, by the way?
Good question. Roll.
10.
Hold on, I have to pull up my table. Hold.
But just grab the other two and speed up the pace a little bit to catch up with everyone else.
It is blue.
We don't have to move this fat.
Well,
I point at Liliana and I'm like, we're behind you, and do message.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like shady ass people in this tree. This is
You guys are
around and River's in front of you.
The halberdian thing should be delivered to the... What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
Will I be breaking in this halberd with the wildlings?
No. Short version, that the leader, Eleni, is my twin sister who I didn't know existed, so...
And Liliana will just like stare at you for like 2 seconds and then go, I think the later explanation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puppy? And she's just holding up Elden towards you.
Yeah. Puppy cuddles.
Kisses to the face.
Okay. You guys get to the lift, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do while you're walking towards the lift. I mean, you still have to wait for it to either come up or down.
We're kind of exchanging the different jobs that we took. So it's we're looking for potentially missing kids. Otherwise, someone looking for a test subject, a court wizard. Maybe you know him, Quinn, a Elviran Emes.
Is that name?
Looks like they're Elvira. Looks like either a union or something kind of forming. Join us and be heard, looking to overthrow the crown. So I don't think there'll be any coin in that. But if you guys want to go check that out,
That could be fun though.
And this, I think you'll really enjoy this. There is a noble wanting to learn how to be a strong adventurer. Had a lot of like dollar signs on it. Whether or not they actually understood that the more dollar signs mean you are paying us more, I don't know. But it just sounds like you could just beat him up and tell him how he sucks, and we get paid. So that's a possibility. Somebody looking for gossip and news from outside the city. So could potentially just flit on some rumors, get paid for that. And then... Oh no, we didn't ask about the missing dog. Oh. That's it. I have regrets. What'd you guys... Anything?
It'll take a bit longer to explain beyond just the
Say no more. Cuddle the puppy.
Yeah.
Did you say Avira?
I'm sure I botched the name, but it is the court wizard for the test subject. So, DM, if you could roll back the tape of what that name was.
It's Avira.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Avira.
Yeah, Avira.
Do you know that name?
I do.
How do you know them?
It's
Another long story?
not necessarily a long one. She attempted to join the Crimson Iris at a certain point, and she decided to pursue other things. She wasn't a very skilled fighter, but she was very drawn to the darker sides of our profession.
The fighter thing reminds me, my sister did also challenge me to a fight, kind of prompted by Quinn. But
Say she did not.
well, I guess it wasn't really any. Quinn kind of said that I could beat Ilini in a fight, and then that kind of just kept spiraling, and I don't know what.
I mean, kept spiraling is a stretch. It was like a
Well,
very short.
Yeah, she sent one of her people to see about the fighting ring, a more official kind of thing.
I wholeheartedly believe you could kick anyone's ass. I think you'll enjoy the fighting ring.
I agree.
I mean, I do think I could kick her ass. And that would feel really good.
Mm-hmm. No holding back.
Go full send.
DM, can I try and just make a concerted effort to remember anything else I can about Avira?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, roll a history check.
I'm surprised that she was able to walk away. My understanding of the order was kind of once you kind of start the going under, either you made it through the ritual or you did not make it through the ritual. Or do I not know that?
You would know she did not even get to the point of taking any.
Yes, that's
She-
what I assumed.
She kind of like started it, was like, oh yeah, this will be really cool, and then was like, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
There's a 19 on history.
Nice.
Yeah. So what are you trying to recall about her?
I was trying to recall the if she expressed any interest in getting involved in like a city structure like this, like being a city's designated like person in some way or another.
She wanted to engross herself in any point where she could learn, specifically involving things of the occult, as you said, the darker side of things, any possible information that she could delve up. You knew that she actually wanted to try and enter the School of Morinshire, which has stop distracting me. Which you know is well known for magic. And after she left, you don't really know what happened to her. She was like your roommate when you first came to the Iris, for like a couple days, and then was like, actually, I want to delve more into magic rather than this. It is a little surprising that she is, according to the post, court wizard.
There's something about this city that's starting to... I don't know, I guess it's esoteric superstition or whatever. But there's a lot of our destiny seems to be tied into this place somehow and for some reason. It's beginning to strike me as strange.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah. A little awkward.
Yeah, it's like it's a big world, and there's a lot of everyone's world here, apparently, in this fucking tree.
This tree is oddly convenient.
Suspicious.
No fire exits. Terrible.
Yeah, I still don't like that pot.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
you guys like looked aside from the first time for fire exits.
I mean, I'm always looking for fire exits. It's always gonna be like a 1. Just assume I got a 1 on my fire exit check.
Also, I mean, it's a
Hyperventilating slightly.
so
You would
Fire
notice there are stairs. It's just with the use of the lifts, everyone prefers to use them. But there are ways to get out of this tree should it catch on fire.
Okay, that's all we're asking.
This is
You got some like lifeboats.
Not enough for everyone, though.
yeah.
There's a little tree slide that goes around so that like if you're in the top levels you don't have to worry about. It's fine.
Inflatable.
Yeah.
I reached out to Val earlier today.
Oh.
She's heading back to the scene of the crime, see what she can learn. So that's the smartest thing for her to do, but hopefully she'll get in touch with more details.
Is anyone listening to this conversation?
Walking and talking.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Could River give her advantage since River is
Yep.
canonically a paranoid little bitch?
Those paranoid stacks are going up.
15.
15. Not necessarily actively listening. There's a couple people who kind of like look you up and down, or like, we haven't seen people garbed, like haven't seen like a group of people like you guys before. Weird. Although you guys have arrived at the lift, and Greg is sitting there, and he's just kind of like rocking back and forth on his feet, like not listening, but waiting to be told where you want to go.
If you don't mind, the first floor, please.
Right away. And he touches the wall, and the lift goes down the first floor. And is there anything else you guys wanted to do on this lift? Talk more.
Oh, speaking of all that, River, don't let me forget to show you my other journal when we get a second.
I will make a note of that.
Quinn will slip Greg a gold.
He like takes it and like pockets it real quick.
And just like pat him on the shoulder and be like, "You heard nothing."
What are you talking about?
Indeed.
Sarah, why don't you go ahead and keep that other sending stone? Liliana and I are pretty good about finding our way back to each other.
If you're sure.
Sorry, Quinn.
Allegedly the murders in Hilden may be part of a serial killer. Apparently there's been more murders and there's a calling card.
Oh, they all get burned alive?
It's more that all the victims post-mortem have some kind of symbol carved into the palm of their hands.
Interesting.
And then they're burned.
Mm-hmm.
Which house it stay on?
That's kind of what I was questioning. I
was
honestly,
wondering about
Yeah.
that, but I was also, not.
I was
I
kind
mean,
of just goading
it's-
them to try to give me more information, but I don't think they were falling
I
for it.
don't think she had much actual accurate information to share, but maybe that's just bias. I don't know.
Any idea what the symbol was?
Nope, find out.
No.
No.
In the hand? Just kind of awkwardly look towards the guard. And then just kind of stay quiet the rest of the ride down.
As you guys make your way down to the first level, we will go ahead and end there for tonight. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks with exploring the first level and possibly a ball.
Yay! Fancy digs!
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Let's do a round of shout-outs, shall we? Starting, as always, going across the thing with D.
Gas. Despite it being the same order every time, I am still shocked. Hi, everybody. My name is D. You can call me the Riddler if you like. And I have been playing Lady Liliana Paltain, aka the Nightmare. Thank you so much for joining us. You can catch me in all sorts of places doing all sorts of nonsense. I'm a voice actor, streamer / musician. On every other Tuesday, which is this past Tuesday, so not next Tuesday, you can catch my podcast Through Hollow Flames on any podcast streaming services that tickle your fancy. We just started Arc 1, and Nintendo might sue me for copyright for their new DM PC, but they can't stop me because I'm a rebel. And yeah, you can catch me here every other Friday and in various places, just causing trouble and mayhem. I am the reigning and retaining TTRPG champion. The belt is right up there. And if you want to find out how you can maybe win that belt off me, you should follow me on Twitter at It's the Riddler.
Okay. Rack.
Once again, I am grossly unprepared for this.
That's just a random
I'm-
point.
Yeah, that script's never getting written. I'm Rec1568 on all the things and stuff and places. Don't have too many projects going on, but I will be going to GCX next every other Friday. So I won't be here unless we shift some things around. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on. I mostly dick around on Twitter and end up here.
That's
Always
June
exciting.
10th, isn't it? That's June 10th, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're probably not going to have a show. That's my birthday. Not going to be in town.
Absolutely
'Cause
not.
that's-
So
That's 3 of our cast won't be here.
Hey!
Hey.
we can't get on the 24th either. We'll get back to you when we're gonna play next.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
In the event.
I regret now for not leaving. I had a pretty good cliffhanger then. I was just awkward guard in the awkward stall with us, so it's fine.
We'll figure
We'll get to it
something
in a
out.
month. It's
Just
cool.
Follow
Tell us-
Twitter at GutPunchRP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We may have to shift some things or whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Keep an eye on the socials. We'll keep you all updated.
Plug for our socials. Anything else, Rec?
Oh, no, I haven't had to inject shit. I got a convention to prepare for it.
Valid. I feel
I will say that at G6 I will be on a panel.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
What panel?
They have not dropped details for that.
Okay,
yet.
never mind.
Okay. Super secret.
Mystery panel.
All right. Amber.
Hi, I am prepared because I am not doing anything. Come back on Monday for Laurelwinds, as we are making our way through another cave and doing some shenanigans. Cowboys next week as well. And come back eventually for more Darkness Rising because fun stuffs. That's all I got.
All right. Kayola.
Hello, I am Stephanie or Kai. Kyle cosplay other things and stuff. Mostly here. Maybe change the handle eventually. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, see you Monday, and then Thursday, and then not every other Friday, apparently. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Psycho, Jess.
Yo, that's me. Hi, I'm Dr. Psychowl. You can find me on all the things and the stuff as Dr. Psychowl, except for on Twitter, where I'm Dr. Psychowl TV. Come back on Monday, where I run the show Laurelwind, and got some fun shit planned. Too bad my dog ruined the halfway mark. Anyway, yeah, come back on Monday.
We
Fun-
love Remy.
We do.
Grammy's just got stuff to do.
Okay. Nat, Shield Maiden.
Hello, I'm Natalie, Shield Maiden, or Shield Maiden cosplay across all platforms that shield with 2 eyes. I'm actually making cosplay things again, which is weird. Yeah, so there's gonna be stuff about that posted soon. We'll see. I don't know. Come back on Monday, where I will deal with a different sister. Probably. That's just my MO now.
Yeah.
Characters with difficult sisters.
It's fine. And I am Princess Lady Bro or Sarah across the things and this stuff. I haven't done anything. My entire life happened last weekend. It was fine. Come join us on Monday. I'm gonna be yelling at them because I can finally do that again. And on Thursday and all the other fun stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. What's our plan? What are we doing?
All right, we're gonna raid Long Lost Lore. There looks like playing some TTRPGs. Looks like it may be a little spoopy, maybe not. So let's go give them some love and catch you on Monday for Laurelwind. Love you all. Good night. Bye bye.